Happy Labor Day, everybody. I hope you had a good holiday. Mine was spent looking at this storage room I call a bedroom right now. I'm still working on the house, and trying to get everything moved in. So that's what my Labor Day has been like. Trying to find, you have to be, it's an exact science trying to figure out poster placement in a room. It is to me. It's like making a mixtape back in the 80s. But anyway, we're going to just talk around and bullshit because it's I don't have anything else to do. It's Monday, so some people are off work, so we'll see what happens.
Seriously, what the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Aren't bad guys though. We got Big Jeff here, W Boggs 18, and Dan. We got Jean Malo was in the chat earlier. We got Mark's genre mixer. Hey, how you doing? Nerdy Geek. It's in my private. It's in my group chat if you want to be a part of it. The show. This is going to be kind of a chill out. We got a few things to talk about. Hey, Lady Fantastic, you want to come on? I'll send you the link. Just a spur of the moment, like Labor Day thing.
Where's my CCM hat? I want a CCM hat.
I want to send it to Madam too. See if she wants to
earn it.
Drop by. Anybody else in the chat wants to drop by? Just a CCM what?
No, he's wearing CCM, a hockey brand.
Oh, you meant like the?
Yeah, I love CCM.
Oh, you meant like the hockey equipment thing?
Yeah.
What's up, nerdy?
Why don't you marry it?
I will.
I don't think those accept well.
I didn't figure it out. I didn't notice there was a lot of streams on the day, because like some people were like supposed to do shows today that didn't, and Random Reed's not doing his trivia show, and there wasn't going to be bragging rights by Planet Santa today, so I figured we'd just hang out and talk shop, and while we're here, I might as well play you the greatest quote from any movie of all time, in my opinion.
Fine with our system until the power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
They caused an explosion. Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Dang.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know the funny story, that actor that played that guy, he gets called Dickless so many times in public.
It's one of the best movies growing
that guy was
up.
always
I remember going
like
to see that
army,
in the theater.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the movies and just being like transfixed by it. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I'll recommend that's why I always say that I hope movie theaters never go out of business, because that's the way some movies are just meant to be watched. Like Superman, that new Superman movie is just meant to be watched like that. In my opinion,
Matt, you
guys picking up anything? Pick up any comics or anything, or?
No, I probably won't have any pickups this week, but who knows?
Yeah, I got some coming. They'll be here probably Thursday.
Stu, you want to come by? Hey, Stu, I'll send you the links in my private, my group chat, but I can send it to you if you want to come on.
Hey, Stu. It was awesome meeting you at Heroes, man.
Hey, Terry. Yeah, if someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. I love that part. Terry's awesome. That's awesome, Terry.
I remember seeing TMNT 2 in the theaters. That was good.
What's up, Terry Floyd?
And John, if you want to come on, I don't know. I think you're in my group chat. It's in there.
It's just a different experience in the theater.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Especially audio wise.
Yeah.
And
every once in a while, though.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, my friend could tell you. I was at the Superman movie, and I got popcorn, and I pumped the butter so much because I'm a fatty. My bag, I had to put
No, you're
paper
not.
towels under it.
Oh, they don't put it in one of those carton things?
No, they put in a stupid. I got a small one. I always get this. This is my movie go-to. I get a popcorn and I get a slushy.
It's pretty common
And then my
combination.
other, if I had a third option, would be Sour Patch Kids watermelon.
You sound like my kids.
We
I am a kid at heart, dude. What's your
Yeah.
guys' movie go-tos when you
popcorn
go to a theater?
and Smarties inside the popcorn, and you mix it up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like to have the popcorn with extra butter on it,
Heck yeah.
a large Coke or Dr. Pepper, a box of sweet tarts, and some Raisinets.
I've never had.
I
Raisinets
usually
in
go the movie nachos with an extra thing of cheese and
Those are so good.
two extra things of the pickled jalapenos,
Hey,
Oh, nice.
and then a little bag or a little box of the Reese's peanut butter cup miniatures
Hey,
with a
lady,
big
do you
ass
like my
Coke
Rosie?
and a liter of cola.
Do you guys like my Rosie the Riveter background?
Okay, she's badass.
I have a
What's happening, Caroline?
a comic cover from Matt. Matt, remember the DC bombshells you sent me? Kind of looks like Rosie the Riveter. It's like Wonder Woman. You sent it to me months ago. Caroline, what's your movie go-to?
The last president to actively reject clandestine support of Israel, and look what happened to him. All right, sorry. What's
Hey,
up,
that's
man?
true. That's true,
What's
though.
what's your movie go-to?
Movie go to? What do you mean? Like, so I do like a, I like a good Coke, with ice, and I do like a little popcorn, and if no popcorn, I like a peanut M&Ms. They're nice.
Those are good.
I like to hit up the dollar store and just shove my pockets full of
That's
stuff.
what you do, is you get stuff before and you pay a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
Caroline, what's you picked up some stuff while you were at Madam's, right?
I did.
I need to watch that video live.
Yeah, you do.
How long were you were there for a bit, right? Quite a bit.
For a week, a little over a week.
Is she going to? Is she coming to? Is she going to visit you? And
I would really like that if she did. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. She's got to check out the Tennessee. So I checked out the desert weather, and now she's got to check out
Arizona's cool.
It's completely different.
Did you have good food?
Oh yeah, I did. I had some really good like cuisine.
I can't find John not in the group, so I don't know if he's not.
You send it
I'll
to
ask
him.
him.
Oh,
Here
there
he
he
is.
is.
Hey, John, I thought you were
Terry.
in the group because it won't let me add you. I can't find you on there. I don't know.
Terry, how do you sneak a large butter popcorn into the theater?
You act like you're pregnant. And you're
In my pants.
Expecting triplets.
I gotta know the strategy behind that.
Is that a large popcorn in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Right, exactly. No, Caroline,
I always made sure, like,
on some
me and
I got this months ago at Second and Charles. You should get this. It's so good. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
Oh, well, never mind then.
What? Go ahead.
One of my best friends in high school, her name was Grace. She's my cousin. We were pretty tight. We still are. But I always made sure she took her big purse so we could just we would eat like Big Macs in the theater.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, Caroline, I need to send you a picture of the Lois Lanes they have in here.
Yeah, you do. You should.
Oh.
Miss Kitty. That's my favorite thing about being back home.
Yeah, I'll show them.
Hey, Jonathan, Comic Avalon.
So I'm showing these to Caroline.
That's a thumbnail.
Lois Lane number 7. Lois
Veterans
Lane
fought so I could have my cat butt on TV.
Lois Lane number, what is that? Oh no.
Oh, the Dune one? The Dune-ussy?
No, this one.
Sorry, I was talking about the popcorn things.
Lois Lane girlfriend. Do you have that one?
No, that one's a nice one. That's an older one.
That's an older one. That one's interesting. That
I have that
one.
one, 110 or 109. I
That's an
don't have
iconic
106. I used to have a copy of it, but I need to get another one.
That.
I don't have that one. I have that
That
one on the
one.
right.
That one.
I have that one.
Yeah, that's basically all the lowest lanes, except for the new ones.
Let's see.
This one looks really good. It's Lois breaks up with Clark. She's villainous, steals the power of Parasite.
What?
She be trifling sometimes, I'm telling you.
Who did that cover?
But
That was terrible.
Superman's up to
That
no
one
good
is
all the time.
by
Too.
Ed McGuinness and Cam Smith.
Ouch.
I got an interesting story. I'm going to play a clip of it later, but I wanted to just share this with you guys. It's Jim Steranko talking about an encounter he had with Bob Kane at San Diego Comic-Con years ago, and I'll read along to it.
Yeah, read it.
But I'll play the video where he talks about it too. This was on his Twitter at one point, I think a few years ago. Somebody reposted it on Facebook. I hadn't encountered Kane in my travels, but at One Rock in San Diego Comic-Con, an associate asked me if I wanted to meet him, and he walked me into a hallway. There he was in a small group of people wearing patent leather shoes and an ascot. He looked like he was Vitamin effing Flintheart in a Dick Tracy cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
For years, I'd heard how he had taken credit for Bill Finger's contributions in addition to half his pay and other despicable tales from his associates, but nothing aces and an in-person encounter. We were introduced. This sounds just like the way Stranko talks. We were introduced, and Kane began talking about my Batman chapter in the history of comic books, which treated him and everyone else very respectfully. He felt I credited Robinson and Finger, both of whom I were friends with, too much. Kane, a.k.a. the Con, as I call him, was beyond pretentious, an intolerable ass, as pompous as they come.
Dang.
I bit my tongue while he regaled us of his many achievements. The group was waiting for an elevator, which they stepped into. Then the door opened. Our conversation ended, but not before he said, "See you later, Jimmy, baby," and he cuffed me across the face like this.
Hey, wait, time out, Matt.
No, I
Sorry
can't
to
time out.
interrupt.
What? Hold on, man.
I've got to go.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Y'all have a good night.
Cheers.
I'll start. The group was waiting for an elevator, which they stepped into. Then the door opened. Our conversation ended, but not before he said, "See you later, Jim, baby," and cuffed me across the face like some Rat Pack street jester he'd seen in some cheap Hollywood movie. The doors closed. I was stunned by the sheer audacity of a stranger like him to lay a hand on me, and I was boiling with anger. That night, I couldn't sleep, and the next morning began combing the halls for his Bat Majesty. Around noon, I found him in another group, which I walked into. "Good to see you, Bob, baby," and I bitch slapped him across the face. But this time, there was no elevator door closing between us. I stood there for what felt like 15 seconds, waiting, and he did nothing. I turned and left, but I regret it now. I regret that he didn't do anything about it. Even though he was at least a head taller than me, I wouldn't have minded bleeding at all for one more opportunity to give Kane the kind of bat lesson that Finger, Robinson, and Dick Sprang and others only dreamed of doing.
All right. I feel like both. So I could see that that Bob Kane might have a level of pomposity. I probably would too if I had done as much as he did for the comic world. But at the same time, Jim Steranko also thinks quite a bit of himself as well. So to see him be like, "Oh, this guy was so full of himself," it's like, that's interesting that you can see that in other people, Jim. Do other people maybe see that in you? Speaking of, but I still love him. I'm not going to hate him.
It might be like confession. You know what I mean? Like kind of projection.
Yeah, I think that's exactly probably what it is. He's like, at least I'm not as bad as this guy, Bob Kane. But yeah, I mean, obviously,
plus in the world, that world of men, that little face tap shit.
Yeah,
those are slights. Those are little.
That's not going to work. That dude just pissed in your corner, so you're going to have to do something.
Yeah, it's interesting. The way the guys go back for tat challenging.
Yes,
it's a man.
We turn into instant cavemen. Yep.
Met Michael Golden at a fan expo, and boy, oh boy, what an ego.
Some of them have a big ego. Like, you hear these stories about people like Roy Thomas.
Fragile egos.
And a lot of people get mad at Roy Thomas because he's like retroactively going back and taking credit for like all kinds of characters. Like, so I don't know. I hear all these stories though, but like what we were talking about this before the stream started. But what happened to Bill Finger? Bill Finger is really tragic. He died penniless, and like all this great ideas he helped create for Batman. I don't think Batman would have looked like he did if it wasn't for Finger. And it's just kind of sad. But a lot of sometimes do you feel like the artists have come a long way, but like there's still a degree of like some of them doesn't get their fair shake sometimes. Like
there's always going to be, I feel like there's always going to be people that are part of certain eras that get overlooked or maybe are much more underrated or underappreciated. But I think that's just kind of like just the human nature of it. Like somebody like Rob Liefeld he knows how to get attention. Yeah. His art's okay, but he knows how to like bring attention to it as well. Like, whereas maybe less wild and crazy, say one of his peers like Weiss Partasio is just as good, maybe probably better, but he doesn't get as much love just because
Sylvester the same way.
Sylvester's great. And Larson, I mean, Larson's basically doing Kirby's work in the modern day.
You have guys like, Todd McFarlane and Liefeld are
showmen.
And even Jim Lee are like, they're showmen. They're good at promoting themselves. If you want to come on, we'll send you the link. Just let me know, Rich. Well, I'll get to your comment in a minute, Steve. If you want to come on, Steve, I'll have Carolyn or somebody send you the link if you want to jump on. Would you be okay with that, Lady Fantastic?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like a good example is Stan Lee. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Steve Ditko.
Oh, dude.
Ditko was a very private person. Kirby wasn't a guy he was a man of few words. You know what I mean? And Stan Lee was a guy that could he was out there promoting Marvel every day, because if he didn't, they probably wouldn't have survived. Let's be honest with it. And he was good at like expressing himself, and he became the face of Marvel Comics. And I think maybe sometimes in the decades ongoing, we all know as nerds, we all know who Jack Kirby is, but he wasn't in the movies doing cameos. He passed in the 90s, and I think that
he was
sometimes
the thing. He was the thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like I think that he got lost in the shuffle somewhat, and I think Ditko too. And I don't think they were good at like you didn't see Ditko and Kirby doing a lot of radio shows and TV
they weren't
shows.
used car salesmen. They were always working, creating. Like Kirby was always in his little, I don't know, what did he say? Rosalind would come out and get him in the back. He had that little art.
He was always in the bullpen.
Yeah, and I mean, that was just kind of the way it was. Like he was surrounded by all these sci-fi books, and he would pull from each of them, and that's how he would weave together his worlds, And for Ditko, I think he was kind of from a similar era. He was in doing a lot of different things with a lot of different comics, from Ditko Monsters and Charlton to other. Ditko was a groundbreaker, and I mean, even up to the '80s, late '80s, where he was still creating people like Speedball and Squirrel Girl. So Stan. Well, he's just a salesman, Yeah,
exactly.
Michael, business manager.
Steve said Michael Golden didn't list his prices for signature, just came up with numbers and wanted to be paid up front before signing anything. And frankly, his signature sucked. It looked like a scribble.
Oh, it sucks. Now, like I would say, what Stan Lee like he did. He had a marketing genius that caused Marvel Comics to like rocket into success in the
Pop
70s
culture. Yeah, it was again pop culture.
and really had a hold on it for the next 25 years or so. So like, I mean, yeah, he had lightning in a bottle, but you know, there are also people that have their own perspectives of that, and some people that aren't as glitz and glammy. And I mean, in Mr. Miracle, he had his own name. What was his name? Like the Snazzy Showman or something like that. He had a.
Yeah.
There was a character Kirby based off of Stan Lee. It was funny. So, yeah, he was what he was, but he did what he needed to do to keep
I think Stan Lee also held like a bit of a formula for storytelling as editor in chief. So whatever came across the desk before it got released, he made sure it was in, I don't know how would you describe it, within his boundaries of Marvel's style of storytelling. You know.
Yeah. Well, and if you can tell if Stan Lee's writing because it's so alliterative and sing-songy, it's almost like he's a limerick teller. He's kind of like a freaking leprechaun. Like he writes like a leprechaun. That's how you know it's Stan Lee. Funky Flash Man, that's who it was. And then Stanley Lieberman was that's his name, but he didn't want the Lieberman. So, but then his brother Larry Lieber was also an artist. He was. So it's interesting. It's interesting how all these characters came around and were part of creating the empires that are such like mainstays in our title bullpens today.
Yeah. And I remember
if it wasn't for Stan Lee, none of them would have been famous. Yeah. He's the one who like, I got a big mouth and I'm gonna promote.
He had nicknames for all the artists and writers in the bullpen too. You know, he like put them out there because like he says they're not going. A lot of artists are like they don't want to promote themselves like that. Well, back then, I mean, you got now guys that are kind of. I remember like the era of Image. It was like that's when the artists became like rock stars.
Well, I think that the whole thing was it was a Rodney Dangerfield sort of thing. It's like they didn't get any respect. They didn't get their due credit. You know, Kirby just completely got screwed over by Marvel. Didn't get the rights to any of his stuff. And these artists were like, oh my God, is this going to happen to us? Like this man was a genius and all of our hero. He was our hero and they fucked him. So like, we can't let that happen. Like, so they formed Image.
So here's what I used to do. It says here that I used AI. I used Skynet for this. Stan Lee was known for giving all sorts of creators in the Marvel bullpen humorous and alternative nicknames. He often announced these monikers in the bullpen bulletins and Stan's soapbox columns in the back of the comics. Jack was called Jack King Kirby. Steve Ditko was Shy Steve Ditko or Sturdy Steve Ditko. Gene Colan, Gene the Dean Colan. Don Heck, he called Dashing Don Heck or Dazzling Don Heck.
I like him.
Big John Bashima. Our pal Sal Bashima.
Were they related, John and Sal?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Okay.
Bitz the Prince Coletta. Wild Bill Everett. Fearless Frank Kikoa. Mighty Mike Esposito. Gil Sugar Kane or Gil Sugar Lips Kane.
Hey, Mark.
Jocular John Byrne.
Yeah.
The nefarious Neil Adams. Darlin Dick Ayers. Ross the Boss Andrew. And
Dan, could have been a wrestling promoter.
Dandy Dan Atkins. Yeah, if you want to, hey Mark, the link's in my group chat. If you want to come on. What's Rob saying here? He says Steve Ditko participated in the kind of orgies you just saw in Peacemaker season 2, episode 1.
You know, some of these guys like to experiment.
Hey, Berdazzle.
Hey, I ordered some books. Finally, I'm gonna have some books.
Woohoo!
You know, if you look at some of Ditko's work after Marvel, like I can't remember the guy's name, but like he had kind of a very fascistic view of the world. Mr. A or something. If you look at it. But since somebody brought up Peacemaker, I felt I had to play this.
Good game. Yeah. I mean, it would have been a lot cooler if Economos came in and he was like, hey, and then he tossed me the chainsaw across the room. And I'm like, solid toss, bro. And then I killed the gorilla.
Yeah.
And remember, after Comics Curing Cancer, we're going to have another charity stream. It's going to be for bird blindness because bird blindness is a real thing. And if you haven't watched Peacemaker, you're not going to get that reference. I'm just joking. We're not going to actually do a bird blindness thing. All right.
Let's be quiet and weird for a minute.
Tell you about bird blindness. Have you seen? You got to watch Peacemaker, lady. Oh my God.
That's what Mark's been telling me. I need to get access to it. Oh, I can watch it actually. HBO Max. I have it on this TV. Oh yeah, I can watch it. I could watch it tonight. I'll do that. Well, maybe I won't watch it tonight because that would make Mark happy.
My favorite. I love it. My favorite character is Harcourt. She's the actress is she's James Gunn's real life wife, and she's just awesome in it.
What was her name again?
In the show, it's Harcourt. What's her real name? Hold on, I'll look it up.
Oh, yeah, the character name.
There's Mark. Mark will tell us her name. I can't remember it, but Mark will remember her name.
Caroline, it's my birthday. Will you watch it tonight, please?
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
You're a liar, though. It's not your birthday.
No,
it's his birthday.
Thank you.
Hand on heart.
I just went silent. Let someone who doesn't bullshit so much say it. Matt doesn't bullshit like that. It's legit my birthday.
All right. Well, happy birthday.
I meant to say it earlier to you. I was going to send you a message, but since you're here, happy birthday.
Yes. I'll fucking watch it.
I
have access to Max.
You have to watch it. If anything, just for episode 2 and Tim Meadows' interaction.
Oh my God, he's so funny.
Dude,
you have to watch the first season.
John Cena's body is broken. That man, I just like looking at it like he is.
Terry said he had bird blindness and he never once paid for drugs. Not once.
Not once. Never once paid for drugs.
Walk Hard, Terry. I know that one. That's Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. I'll never forget that movie.
Where Dewey was smell blind. You remember that?
Yeah, he said, I can't smell. Smell
so
anything.
now Tim Meadows is back, and he's bird blind.
Oh, hey, Mark, I need you to do something. We need to do something. We need to do a video skit at Heroes Con next year. Could you be Tim Meadows and I'll be Economos and I'll be in my chair and you give me an uncomfortable shoulder massage?
Yeah. Talk about tapping that ass. You use shoulder massage, just be looking at Rob talking about tapping that ass.
Yeah.
Dude, the show was so good.
Paul Levitz.
Man, I've been, some of the, we were talking a little bit of theories the other night. Here's a crazy one. On this second world, you know how like my number one want for this series is for Rick Flag to come back.
Yes.
I feel like Rick Flag is coming back, but to what capacity? It's almost like a given, but in what capacity? Is he just for a one-off in this year? Who knows? But what if on this alternate world, Rick Flag Sr. is dead because Peacemaker, the alternate Peacemaker killed him over there. So you have Rick Flag alive on one and Rick Flag Sr. alive on the other, and the Peacemaker killed him respectively on each Earth, and he has to fight Flag again. He's hunted by both Flags.
Interesting.
It's on different Earths.
And there's so many possibilities with this different Earth thing too. It's interesting. But that almost sealed it for me. Like after you told me that you did your video, Lord of the Rings.
Did you guys see
that's the movie.
Came up on the top 10. Okay, this is up on the top 10 for some reason.
That's the old VHS artwork.
Yep.
This is some of this was Hildebrandt did some of this, and then Frazetta got in on some of it. I'll have to see which one this was, but they're different ones did different portfolios. Frazetta 100% did a Tolkien portfolio, but I'm not sure if it's shown in here. If this is just the Hildebrandt. Y'all remember the brothers, Greg, and there's another Hildebrandt too. I think one of them just died recently. A Warren special. 1979 production. Oh yeah, this is for the film of Warriors of the Ring. What's his name?
Pops just messaged me and said that I share birthdays with Edgar Rice Burroughs.
With Ross Perot?
Edgar Rice Burroughs. Critter, Tarzan, John
that's
Carter.
not the same.
My birthday is Sunday.
Nice.
The Phobos party. See how much this influenced Peter Jackson.
Be right back. I got to turn my other lamp on.
My birthday's in the middle of winter, so.
My birthday is in the middle of the winter as well. So that's
the Canadian winter?
I'm a
Oh
lady.
yeah, 26th of January. You can't have.
So you just fight for your life your entire
Yeah.
birthday every year.
Yeah.
That damn American Super Bowl overshadowed your birthday your whole life.
Hey, my grandmother's birthday was on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's nice.
I found the book,
Caroline.
I'm going to show you something I found that was my stepdad's that he gave me. It survived a flood in Pineville in Kentucky in the 70s.
Okay.
Caroline, I just read the meme you sent me.
I don't even remember which one. There's since
The energy drink.
Oh yeah. It's called
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's really cool, Matt.
That's badass, dude. When is that from?
Pretty cool, I guess.
You guess? Look, it's all right, man.
It's a treasury from the 70s.
Definitely AI art.
Yeah.
It was, yes, AI totally. But check out this.
Alex Ross
This
painted
is
it.
what I had
when
this
he
up
was
when I
3
was a
years
kid.
old.
It's a Star Wars mirror.
That's sick. See, if it were ring wraiths, I'd really be fucking like.
I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
if they knew what they weren't as mainstream as they are now. Okay.
Mainstream.
They're not really mainstream. Yeah.
Oh, mainstream. Yeah. No, they weren't as mainstream back then. But
I found all my comics I was missing.
hell yeah, bro. I like that. I just got one of them.
They're very convenient. They really came. They were a lifesaver at Heroes Con. Those store folios.
I did not have one at Heroes Con. It would have been nice.
I found a lot of stuff in the move. Look here.
Escape from New York. Oh shit. Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's the man.
Goldie Hawn thinks so too.
Yeah.
They've been together for a long time.
Yep. They never got married, but they've never.
Are you telling me that they have been living in sin?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
They're
god.
the Hollywood elites, you hear about on the internet.
I just got my real ID.
Kurt Russell seems a little bit. He seems a little down to earth, though, to me. I don't know. He seems
Kurt Russell, yeah.
I don't know him personally.
Well, the one thing that I thought was cool about him is that when I found out he, I watched I think it was called The Thing, and he was in it. John Carpenter's A Thing, and I didn't realize, but Gary B told me this, that he actually learned how to take helicopter lessons and learn how to fly a helicopter down there while he was filming. I was like, man, that's cool as shit.
You know what Walt Disney said on his deathbed, or before he died? Not on his deathbed.
That he hated Jews? I don't know.
Oh shit!
Well, he probably said that too, but
Wrecking the Deutsch.
no, he told his brother a few days before he died. He said, "Remember to keep that Kurt Russell kid around. That kid knows how to act."
That's what fucking Walt Disney said.
Not right before he died, but like before he was dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said,
when did he die? When did Walt Disney die?
He wasn't like, keep that Kurt Russell.
See, that's the way I imagined it. That's what I thought.
And then when he was dying, he said, "Be sure not to give."
Chick.
What's the guy's name? The artist that did all the duck books back in the day.
Don Rosa, Carl
No,
Banks.
the other one, the old one. Damn, I wish Kevin was here.
The old one.
Oh, he's been dead a long time. I'm talking the 50s. He did them.
Walt Disney died in 1966. How old was Kurt Russell in 1966?
He was a little kid, but he was a kid.
I would say in
actor.
his 20s.
No, he was probably in his early.
Dick Lundy?
Early teens.
He was younger
He
than
was
that.
16 years old.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Talking about Dick Lundy,
He said
the artist for
someday my prince will come.
She was 21 years old when she first met him at 16.
Who's that? Goldie?
Goldie's 5 years older than him.
Ah, shit.
Kurt was hitting it. Kurt was like,
Yep.
I'm going to pull that shit.
I'm talking about Carl Barks. He said, "Be
I
sure."
know.
On his deathbed, he said, "Be sure, not to
Robbing
give
the
Carl,
Frito.
be sure not to give Carl Barks credit for his art."
Okay.
And then he died. All right.
That's why.
Yeah, he was on Gilligan's Island for a minute. He was a baseball player. His dad was an actor. His dad, Bing Russell, he was the sheriff on Bonanza for like 12 years. The show ran forever.
Goldie groomed the shit out of Kurt Russell. He's still with her.
She did something right. She put the razzle dazzle on him.
You see what she looked like in the 60s? She could have groomed me too.
She looked like Fergie or Twiggy. Not Fergie.
Want some of
Twiggy.
that Elvis dust around.
You could tune my bass guitar chords anytime. I'll let her tune my bass guitar.
Elvis was the OG kid puller. What was Priscilla like? 13?
Oh God, yeah.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
That's true.
Ding, ding, ding.
Cousin
12.
Naylor.
His was 12.
And she was a great ball of fire.
It's okay because it's my cousin. No, it's not.
Yeah, two negatives don't make a positive, not always.
Yeah, exactly.
In Carolina,
I heard
science isn't consistent.
Huh?
I
said
I
two
saw this
negatives don't
today.
make a positive, not always. See, science isn't consistent.
Hey, I had a couple of talking points we could talk about because I saw this today on the internet. It said Millie Alcock takes flight as the new Supergirl in 2006 with the original star Helen Slater making a long-awaited cameo. Is this true?
I'd assume so. It'd be weird for her not to walk by or be present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even be like a fucking Kryptonian she remembered.
You could play her mom on Krypton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something.
There
Do you remember Superman Returns? The actor who played the bartender was the original Jimmy Olsen. The actor who played the police officer.
Linda Carter was in the Gal Gadot.
The actor who played the police officer in Zack Snyder's Justice League when they woke Superman up was the previous Jimmy Olsen. Before then, they're always cameoing.
The creator of Barbie was in Barbie
movie. The director of Shazam: Fury of the Gods was a guy that got picked up.
Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam himself was in
Billy
Shazam.
Batson was actually in it. He was the guy selling hot dogs.
Yeah.
Shazam.
With the same shirt on still.
Oh, I watched.
Hey, check this. I found this out. Somebody doctored this up.
On the chili dogs outside the Tasty Freeze. So I watched Superman, and I watched Thunderbolts, and I did not get to watch Fantastic Four.
That one's not out yet unless you watch it on the high seas.
Yeah, the other ones I watched on something, I don't know. But
Terry, that story has an extended amount of stuff with Krypton and Argo City and stuff. There's 1,000 places she could be a Kryptonian alone. Hell, she could be a random patron in the bar in the opening of the
she's
story.
going from red planet to red planet, right? I mean,
she's planet hopping all throughout Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. She could be 1,000 different people.
She can't get drunk on her. She's trying to get toasted abroad.
That'd be irritating.
Because she's in fucking trauma mode.
Do you think Supergirl could just like on Earth could just grab a bottle of like Everclear, just down it, and do shit to her?
Yeah, and I think that's why it's such a depressing place for her to be. Because then she can't escape the shit that she has to deal with. She can only escape like the fucking
Quentin
I'm gonna
Brennan.
give you
memories.
a story spoiler. When she goes off planet and gets drunk, she's still not escaping it. It's just making it worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's always the truth. Yes, that's the AA talk,
And,
right?
and specifically for her in the story as well.
She's attempting to escape it, but it only exacerbates. Right?
Yeah, she's just in a mode of self-destruction. Because that's the story that TK was writing. It isn't like just like some random story where Supergirl's been around for 30 years and she's level and she's happy and this and that. It's
no.
It goes back to kind of earlier on when she's still trying to process all the loss. It's all fresh wounds for her still in that, where she's watched her planet die a couple of times because the
Look what Rob said.
Exactly what we were trying to say.
Well, in Lobo's defense, it wouldn't take a red sun. He's one of the few, isn't he? He's one of the few.
No comment.
Do you think they'll do a love scene in the movie? It'll be like in that Billy Bob Thornton movie, Halle Berry. She's like, "Make me feel good."
Oh God!
Monsters Ball.
That was so hard to watch, man.
That was uncomfortable.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I was perfectly comfortable.
Like that.
We know you were.
It's Halle Berry. I'm in my zone.
You turn the lights down low.
So
everybody's thinking about that scene, and it got quiet.
I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah.
I was thinking about where I'm going to put the posters at in my room, but I'm not that deep of an individual. Hey, Digger Jim, if you want to come on, Digger, I'll send you the.
Better not come on here, Jim. I'll give you a bunch of shit. I'm just kidding.
I'll send it to you.
It was a good day.
Yeah, well.
Speaking of which, look at that.
All right, you're back home now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Is that a David Mack?
Yeah. Picked it up on a little trippy trip out west. Yeah. Got a lot of fun stuff. Miss Kitty's been sitting next to me. We've been cuddling for the last
These are the two books, Caroline.
Yes, the worm one. That's exactly right. Yep. Very nice.
There's a freaking stain up there.
Oh, I don't mind that. Those are just the unsold stock. They'll do that with markers. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother us.
No, it's okay.
So talented.
All right. Now I know. See, I'm getting over this.
I think for Terry Floyd, I think you're talking about that one where she plays like the Frankenstein thing, Poor Things. I think you're talking specifically, or that Emma Stone film, Poor Thing. So much nudity, but not sexy at all. I think that was the point. It's very much like a Tim Burton kind of film, but like she's basically aging at an accelerated rate, and it's like a baby in an adult body, but she's dealing with adult impulses and desires.
What movie is it?
Huh?
What movie?
Poor Things. It's great. It's got Mark Ruffalo in it and Willem Dafoe. It's really good. It's like a unique new telling of a Frankenstein story, I would say, in my own, but like how it also explores like a common of women in society. I just found it's weird, it's awkward, it's
right
not sexy, but I think that's the whole thing of it is that I don't know. I thought it was a good film, but it's a weird one for sure. Yeah.
I finally watched Sinners today.
Oh, how was that?
Pretty damn good. I mean, I liked it. It has a lot of music in it, like blues, and Michael B. Jordan's great in it.
They turned the music into a
good.
character of its own.
Yeah, there's music like a character of its own, and like
that was cool.
And the last scene, like Michael B. Jordan's got like a BAR Browning automatic rifle. And he just goes off on some dudes. It's pretty wild. Pretty cool. Yeah, I've been trying to watch more movies. I had to watch God, that was terrible. I have to watch that Martial Law Part 2 today. But the only good thing about it was Cynthia Rothrock's in it, and she kicks a lot of ass. But when we talk about movies, I'll show you what next week's bad cinema is. It's not really bad. It's
How does that go into the bad cinema category?
Because bad cinema doesn't mean it's like so bad it's good. Like the acting's terrible.
Is just good.
It's the acting is not
pretty terrible.
I'll tell you.
I don't know.
It's.
I don't think I've ever even heard anyone talk about it.
Doesn't mean it's a bad movie. I don't know how many times I got to go over this.
What are we talking about?
It's got a 74% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What are we talking about? Which movie?
Bloodsport.
Oh, Jean-Claude. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a canon film. They're going to be B movies. That's just the way it is. I'm probably going to get criticized because that was on bad and this one's on good this week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
If that wasn't on good, you'd have a problem.
And the music is great in that movie, so.
I think I got whiplash going from this week's bad cinema to next week's bad cinema. I think that's why it stands out so much. Martial Law 2 to Bloodsport.
Maybe. And then next week's good cinema is this movie. The best Captain America movie.
So what are you going to put on bad cinema? Avengers 1?
No.
We'll put Doctor Strange's multiverse movie or that second Ant-Man movie, which was an atrocious
the third
piece
one.
of crap.
The third one, I think, is the
third
worst.
one is a piece of trash.
The second one was funny. The third one, I just was like, ugh.
Walton Goggins was great in the second one.
I think they made the third one just to make a third one.
Yeah. I agree.
To make money.
Oh yeah, they were like, we still have him under contract. We might as well use him for something. Here, quick, everybody, slap something together real quick for Paul Rudd.
Just like Megan.
I don't know. Some of them
like that's crap. I mean,
Lady.
Have you watched the Marvel's Man Thing movie, the live action Man Thing from 15 years ago?
What? Man Thing from 10 years ago?
Yeah, Man Thing live action movie predates the MCU. It's like from 2006.
Yeah, no. I'd have to look that up.
So does that Penny.
Somebody found this for me.
Yeah, back in the day. I really like the Swamp Thing they shot, the TV show they shot.
Super good.
You know, I was talking to my brother about that because they shot a lot of that down there in North Carolina. And he was telling me something about like they wanted to do a second season, but they just, you know, it was money dried up. North Carolina didn't want to get more.
I think what had to do with that, if I remember, there was some weird legal thing with
that
like
too.
being like getting permission to film in North Carolina, and because there was some weird tie-up, they had to stop production.
They raised the prices on them. They raised the rates like they charge.
They raised the rate. Yeah, I mean, North Carolina
filming or something.
I don't know why states do that.
Yeah.
I guess they don't feel like they get enough. You know, it's like, do you know the movie Annapolis with James Franco was not filmed in Annapolis? It was filmed in Philadelphia because Maryland wouldn't give them a tax break. They came there and they were like, hey, can we get a tax break? They're like, no. You're like, okay, we're going to go film it somewhere else. But it's about your town, by the way. And they were like,
really, it's just like, should they be exempt from paying taxes like anybody else?
I don't think it's about exemption.
They should have to.
Didn't want to be taxed out the yin yang like
well,
they
I think it's like, if you want to make a film here, stimulate my economy.
They do. That's why they give them the tax.
They hire extras.
They hire extras. All the
offsets.
All the hotels, all the locals that get to work.
How much in tax breaks do they save?
They're paying all of that. They save thousands, tens of thousands, in some cases millions of dollars, and instead of it going to the federal government, it goes directly to the economy. It's it's hitting the area that you're bringing industry in and disrupting an area, and you're paying that specific area for what you're disrupting. It's like when the Masters comes here.
What about local taxes?
they're paying all the like the local level stuff. They're not paying.
I don't care about the federal taxes. Sure, waive those. I don't give a shit
They're
about
not paying
that.
the larger state taxes and stuff. They're getting breaks. They're paying some, but they're getting a break because they're offsetting it by stimulating the local economy.
I understand that, and I get that.
It's a fair tax. It's one of the random, rare fair taxes we have in this country.
I mean, that seems. Yeah, I get that. Okay.
So like, there was like I'm trying to
off.
remember the Richard Gere movie that was shot.
Okay, Richard Greco.
It was some down in
Gentleman.
It was down in no, it wasn't Officer and Gentleman. It's like
Pretty in Pink.
No, it wasn't like one of those. It wasn't a blockbuster.
No, that's not it. Pretty Woman. That's Pretty Woman.
Anyway, some of it was shot down in Richmond, and I remember because they were going to be there for like at least I want to say like a week or two. And one of my friend's sister worked for a food company that ended up getting servicing them through food. And so,
Rob knows. License to Drive.
No, not License to Drive. It's the political action thriller, and I'm not going to remember the name of it. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
Oh, what's that one with her and is it called Pelican Brief?
No, it wasn't Pelican Brief because it was just him. It wasn't the two
Pelican
of them.
Boxer was the sequel.
It's just like Battle Los Angeles.
The Jackal. God, why can't I remember the Jackal? It was the
Battle
Jackal.
Los Angeles was filmed in Louisiana or something like that.
Yeah, it was the Jackal.
You know what? North Carolina got a little greedy and thought they could get more money out of Warner Brothers. That's what it looked like to me.
I think
the guy who was in charge of the guy who was in charge of filing the paperwork on the DC side fucked up the paperwork, and they found out after filming when the paperwork all started going through that they couldn't get the full cap for what they were supposed to get. You're supposed to get like a certain amount per TV show with the pilot being separate, and they started filming, found out that he did a clerical error and they couldn't get it all, so they had to cut short the season to balance out what their budget was with what the rebate they were in. It was a fuck up on DC's part.
On DC's part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I heard somewhere where one of those big studios
this was
down
heavily
in Georgia.
reported on by me in the earliest days of my YouTube.
I remember this, but I don't remember you talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably did.
I
But
would
I
say
do.
because Georgia's known.
It was
for
big in the
filming here.
news.
Georgia's known for filming here because we have good tax breaks, and I pointed out they went to North Carolina because they wanted the swamps to film at.
Right.
We have swamps here. We probably have more swamplands. Hell, we have Okefenokee here and everything, but it blew my mind that they went to North Carolina opposed to Georgia.
What's Okefenokee?
It's the name of a big ass swamp here
National
in Georgia.
Park.
Mhm. It's awesome, dude. You should come down. We'll hang out. It'll be fun.
I went to the
In the swamp?
Okefenokee in Florida.
Swamps make me fucking nervous, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
they
got
try to
alligators.
keep all the guests alive. Don't worry. That's like their number one goal. They
It's
need us
so
alive and
money.
spending money.
I'm just like a giant heat signature floating through that reptile infested shit.
For the mosquitoes, you're just a walking malaria case. Like,
Oh
dude.
man.
We have surprisingly little cases of malaria here.
No, there's not. I mean, I remember like
The Zika
it's
virus.
very,
Remember that
it's
going
very
around?
low, but like in places like Louisiana, it's not malaria. There's something else.
Dysentery. That's from drinking the water.
No, there's mosquitoes every
Yeah.
very often, like not very often, but every occasionally, the mosquitoes will have like I don't want to. Is it yellow fever or something? That there's some cases in Louisiana that were when I was back. Okay,
What do they call it? Dengue fever?
Shit, I'm not even worthy of being called a chicken
The
wing.
Zika virus is the one that I'm thinking.
Mosquitoes come at me like
West Nile, Caroline.
West Nile.
West Nile. That's what it was.
Yeah.
that was back in the day.
That's the most common one. I think you hear
Yeah, but
popping up
it
here
was
and there.
very infrequent.
Mhm.
But there,
I mean, it's common compared to the rest. Enough that we've heard of it, at least.
Yeah.
Phil says I have night fever.
dengue is really bad for like joints and shit. I just happen to know because like
all those malaria, dengue, all that type of shit. Bad news.
like just they call like because
Oh,
the
don't be like
viruses
that, Gary.
live in-
We'll hang out.
they incite a lot of autoimmune shit. Well,
Yeah.
or
And Mark guarantees you will not hear banjo music. Well, probably not.
I fucking love banjo music, bro. Bluegrass.
So do I. I like bluegrass.
That's a reference to
green grass.
as long as you don't. Hey, don't worry, Terry. As long as you don't see Ned Beatty squealing like a pig, you're okay.
Oh God.
What if you like that?
Well, unless you like that sort of thing.
The thing that messed me up about that movie the most was that kid that
No
looked
kink
like
shaming.
mentally not there. Like
He
like
wasn't mentally there, I don't think. He was an actual kid from like that area, I think, that they brought in. Like they
he
put a
looked
lot
like
of
a fetal alcohol syndrome baby or something. It was not. He was a special kid. I'm not sure they should have done that.
Steve, take it easy.
Miss Kitty, what do you think?
I just remember the title for one of your movies there, Matt, whether bad or good. The title
What issue is that, Digger?
Frogs.
This is issue number whatever you want it to be.
Ooh.
That is a hand sketch done by
I drew that.
Chris. Yeah, Chris of Comic Tropes.
Yeah, Comic Tropes. Yeah, I saw him draw that on that stream. He wrote
badass.
Fuck yeah, that's nice.
I got that from
Fantastic.
him the other day, and I'm waiting on which I'm
I love
probably
his
not
channel.
gonna. I'm probably gonna get it in October when I go to Baltimore because he doesn't know how the U.S. postal system works. So I'll get the other one from Izzy.
Love you.
Izzy did a incredible
one.
Snake Eyes, and I don't think he wants to ship it. So I'm like, I said, he's like, well, you're going to Baltimore. I'm like, yeah.
Izzy is so funny. He's a little spaz, isn't he?
Okay, sure.
What up, E-Man? Jump up on here, brother.
Hope you're feeling better, homie.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know if E-Man is
Carolyn.
E-Man had a scare of the tickle shits.
Yeah.
Pickle shits, E-Man. I hate that for you, bro. I'll send you the link.
So did you film that colonoscopy yet?
He got that.
We're still waiting for the video.
And if you
We're
can't jump on
filming
E-Man,
colonoscopy
that's
video?
okay. We'll just never forgive you.
I missed something somewhere.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
some butt stuff. Doing
We
butt
had him
stuff.
we had him on a show one night, and he was going in and out of the clinic for tests, and
Right.
he told us about he was gonna get a colonoscopy, and
Got the poop
we
shoot
coaxed him into filming while he was going in. The last visit he went, and now we're trying to get him to film the colonoscopy because apparently you talk.
Freaking clickbait.
You are not asleep. You even if they put you out, you are not asleep. They talk to you the whole time. So we want to hear what the hell he's saying.
Oh, I don't know
I
about
would be
that.
talking some shit if I had a tube in my butt.
I don't know if I said anything or
It'll
not, but
make
it
great
was,
content. I mean,
it was
what?
the best sleep I ever had in my life. I know that.
I'd be like, so compared to the stuff that comes out of other people's buttholes,
You
what
wouldn't.
does my stuff look like? And I need you
Am I
to go
good?
into great detail.
Does my butt
Yeah.
stuff look
Rate
good
my
or what?
shit.
And I'm gonna be like, do you guys see any like little worms or ladybugs? What the fuck, cockroaches? What do you guys
Scorpions?
see?
Perhaps.
Millipede.
Millipede?
I have to go back in like 2 years, I think. After 2 more years, I have to go back and do it again.
I can tell you're excited.
Not really. I mean, actually, you know what?
What?
I always do mine in the summer. Like if I'm emptying myself out, I get really cold because there's nothing in the tank. So I just would step outside in the summer and warm back up and go back out. Drinking the prep, stuff falls, but it's temporary. But that sleep, oh my God, that was the best sleep I ever had.
The summer cleanses.
Yep, the summer cleansing. So
Well, I'm not gonna fault you for that.
but
Look here.
yeah, here we go. Look at this.
In honor of that, we'll play this clip.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I don't think he considered it a compliment that you called him Prince Charming because his penis was shaped like a scepter.
Are you kidding?
What?
Oh my God.
What's this about?
How does that work? Can I get in on that? I want to get a membership, man.
Yeah, let's see who got one. I'll go on the on my phone and see who got one.
Scepter.
Who got one?
This just done more work for me because now I got to add everybody to the channel member name.
Usually, it drops down.
I'm a lazy individual. Sorry.
Nice.
You got her first one, right?
Right
This is
here.
her first
Right
one.
here, baby.
I gave you the Superman one, yeah.
I just
know.
put it in my
Okay,
CLC today.
Good.
W Bogs
Caroline's
18.
Books always look the best.
Yeah, that's because she, does it right.
Here's who all received channel memberships from Bruce. W. Boggs 18, House of L Comics, Cicada Sonic, Heath Hoxie, Whack Comics, Omnibo, Matt Likes Comics, Luis Mendoza, Ben Sabar, voice actor, it says. Oh, interesting. And Ian and Becca Comics.
Yay!
New channel members.
I too feel robbed, but I'm gonna get over it somehow, some way. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna get through it.
Jim, I got a G.I. Joe I want to show you.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did that? Adam.
That's the
Adam.
aha right there. You can see that 100%.
Adam.
Right up in there in the hooch pot.
Yeah. You guys want to see some more cat butt?
Not really.
I'm not going to show
No, here you go. This is what I picked up on the. You know what? The whatnot is evil. You have to be careful with the whatnot.
Oh, whatnot is so evil.
But I was, I went on Rhino's comic.
You paid the price that's on it?
No, he gave it to me for less. He gave me. I think I paid like, I want to say he gave me $5 off.
$2.
But then he gave me like 7 for each one of these, and that's not bad. I actually think 5 would have been better, but I couldn't get him to go 5. He said he'd do 7, and I was like, you know what? I'm here to support my man Gary B, because that's where Gary B picks
Oh, it
up
was
his.
Gary? I love Gary.
Well, it wasn't Gary's show. It was Rhino's Comics, but that's where he does his. He works there part time.
Gary's a good guy. I love Gary.
You know,
nice.
that's it. That was all I got off of whatnot.
Bitch.
Yeah. It was enough.
I can show you what I got in my gallery.
I'm reading this right now for the second time.
Well,
that's pretty good. Pretty hilarious. If you guys haven't read this, it's hilarious.
Sorry.
Sorry. I can't get my.
Yeah, see, Bruce first been there. He knows.
Uh-oh.
You okay, Matt? I think you may be freezing.
And
he's like
stuck.
I am frozen. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, you're not frozen.
You're not frozen now.
You're good now.
I wanted to show you what I found out of my old comics as a kid.
Yeah. Show us. Oh shit, that's a Star Wars homage.
Black
Belt hamster.
Okay.
Adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters, 3D.
Yeah, watch out for those things.
They're gnarly. Don't put them up your butt. Is all I'm saying.
They'll get you. You gotta watch them, man.
We're back to Richard Gere.
You'll be getting
back
those
to
salami in the summer. Getting those. You don't want no polyps from them radioactive hamsters.
I'm rereading this Mr. Miracle run, Mark. It still makes me laugh. I just think the whole thing it's just hilarious.
Reading what?
I think it's poignant.
Reading that Mr. Miracle one.
Tom King's Mr. Miracle. You said it makes you laugh?
It's just because because it's like they're fighting people, and at the same time they're talking about, we got to baby proof the house, and blah blah blah. That shit makes me laugh.
It starts out with him having attempted suicide.
Yeah.
No, not that part. But I mean,
no, not that part.
Not that part.
Not the next of the story or anything.
I'm just saying, once he gets into the rhythm of it, I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's phenomenal. You know me, I'm a Team Tom King stan.
And I got this one when they were at Baltimore last time. I got him and Mitch to sign it.
That's awesome.
I got
one of the best Dark Side covers ever. I think is issue 11. It's just black and white. It's like that. I think Patrick Gleason looked at that and said, "I bet I could do that with Spider-Man."
Yep. I think you're right. I have it downstairs.
The new mortal Thor. The foil is a Gleason.
Just all the electricity.
Mm-hmm. I thought that one was sick, and I hadn't seen one that I really cared about in a minute, and I was like, well, that's a sick Gleason.
Yeah, I like those ones that he's done like that. He did the Man Thing where it was
I liked that. It's one of my favorite ones is the Man Thing. I have that one.
Yeah, I like the Man Thing one.
I had all the Spider-Man ones and all the ratios and second printings and stuff. I had the Man Thing, and then I sold them. I think Jim.
I bought one.
I think you got the white one.
I bought the white one that was slabbed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about Patrick Gleason, the webheads there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have a blue one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, a blue one.
I think
Yeah, that's the second or
third.
third print. One
Yeah,
of the
I
two.
can't remember which.
No, I have the red one. Sorry.
It's
like
also the second or third print.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red one is second, the blue is third.
Okay.
The white one's first.
Because then it's like red,
And
white, and blue.
I have the, I think it's Man Thing. Is Man Thing the thing with the three penises hanging off its face? There?
That's Man Thing.
No, sorry, the three tentacles.
Penises.
Yeah, or whatever.
That if you feel fear, it'll burn you.
I have that one, and I have Venom.
If
55.
If you're afraid of the three wieners, you will burn.
Swamp dicks.
Swamp dicks.
Great.
Hey, speaking of movies, like Mark brought up the Man Thing movie that I'd never heard of. Pre-MCU movies, I discovered one last week with David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury.
You didn't know about that?
No.
Are you what? Bro, I watched that when it
either.
first aired on TV when I was a kid. I remember how hard it was to get those things to own on home video. There was this website called antimattermultiverse.com back in like the early internet days. And it was this guy on there that he would just have copies of like the 90s Captain America movie with the Italian Red Skull, you know, and the Doctor Strange TV movie, the Fantastic Four from Roger Corman, Nick Fury, Generation X movie. You know about that, right? Generation X had a
seen it.
I remember that.
Yeah, like that was the same time as the Nick Fury stuff, but he'd have all of those.
I can see he totally passes as Nick Fury for me.
Yeah, he does. He looks great as him.
Like
the
circa
suits were
mid
awesome and
90s?
everything. Yeah, dude, he was great.
Fury.
I may have just forgotten about it
That bitch.
because when I was watching it, it looked familiar. It looked familiar, but I don't.
In-
I just have a. I guess
In
a
Germany,
recollection of it.
there's a cult. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, people
Did you
worry
hear
about
that
Jared Leto's coat. You gotta watch
Producers of
out.
Cobra Kai are going to make a.
Matt,
You
what's
have
the
to
name
Producer
of
of
it?
Cobra Kai are going to be producing a new Knight Rider movie.
What is it? Kung Fury? Kung Fury? Is that the name of that YouTube movie thing?
Yeah,
This-
Kung Fury.
God,
Yeah.
it's so good. David Hasselhoff did the music video for the first one.
God.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that Kung Fury is amazing.
Why did it for bad cinema?
This is for your show, Matt. This is for bad or good cinema. But you have to watch this. I shared a page there. I have whatever.
What is it?
Oh, hold on.
You're leaving the rest of us hanging.
Frog.
Oh, Frog? Yeah.
So you can put it in either bad or good cinema. So.
Oh, nice.
God.
I believe that was going to bad.
Oh God.
Yeah, but that's disgusting. when you're
I'm
like
thinking about doing a
12
movie
years
called.
old and you're seeing that for the first time, it's disgusting.
There is a 70s movie with William Shatner in it called Night of the Lepus, where they got these big giant bunny rabbits with fangs attacking this city or this town in New Mexico.
God.
I'm going to put it on bad cinema.
That would be amazing.
that movie was built for bad cinema.
Dude, for good cinema one time, you need to do Adventures in Babysitting.
Okay.
Oh yeah, with a young Vincent D'Onofrio as Thor.
Yeah, exactly. You do
Yeah.
not seem very
Elizabeth Hughes.
enthusiastic. You don't need to do that. Don't do that. But have you ever seen Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead? I think that's a great movie.
Yeah.
Timeless classic. The dishes are
No,
done.
I'm kind of tired. You have to overlook me. I like Adventures in
No, it's
Babysitting.
fine. No, I got you,
We might
brother.
do it when he say, "Hey, if I'm going to put weird science on here, for God's sakes, you know I'll do that."
You know who was really freaking excited about that was Madam. So I think she's going to be joining on that. She can't wait because she's like, you know how much I love that fucking movie.
Oh, okay. In the movie, the two guys, they put bras on their head when they're making.
Yes.
Should we wear bras on our head for the episode? You think, just to start out with?
You
That'd be
should.
hilarious.
I think you need to talk to your mom and make something happen.
Yep.
That'd be kind of weird. Hey, mom, can I borrow your bra?
Be like,
What's
it's
wrong with
fine.
you?
Shit, I'm
It'll
gonna
be
have to
okay.
ask my ex if she has a spare one.
That's hilarious.
I might join just for the heck of it. Hey. Immortalize myself with a bra on my head.
Yeah, that's not. gonna
That's
happen
something
for
you want to
me.
be remembered for.
You guys go right ahead on that one.
It's not the worst thing I've ever done, John Malone. I'm just going to be honest.
Wow. Me neither, but we're not going to go there. So
No oversharing.
Yeah, man.
too many details. We don't need too many details.
I can have super chats now and everything. Now I'm halfway there, I guess. I got 531 subscribers, 32 actually. I just checked it.
So now it's down to 500. Okay, well, then I might have chance before I die.
You have to have so many hours too, though, right?
Yeah, you got to have like the partial. They call it partial monetization. Partial monetization is like 500 subs, 3,000 watch hours, and so many consecutive videos, at least one a month or something like that. I don't know, or once a week, or I don't know what it is, but I have like 5 a week, so I'm good. Not to mention all the pre-recorded videos.
If you're putting out consistent content, I think that's all they're looking for. And then, getting the watch hours, getting people to watch it. I mean, you could put 1 million videos out, but nobody's looking at them. They're not going to hype all over it.
Yeah, but consistent content can be 1 a week. So
yeah.
It's always there. So
I have
full monetization. Like he's saying, you have to have 4,000 hours.
Yeah.
And 1,000 subs is what E-Man's talking about.
Yeah. I got inconsistent hours and inconsistent whenever I feel like putting up a video. When it goes
I'll
up.
see y'all later. Kill Tony just fired off, and I want to check this out. Donnell Rawlings just returned after having. That's a big deal to have him back. He's a terrible guest, and hopefully he walks off again. But Rob Schneider's on with him tonight. It's going to be a fun show. I'm going to check this out.
You like Adam Ray?
Yes, yes. Every version of him so far that he's come up with. Yes.
See you.
I'll talk to y'all later. If y'all still on, I'll hop back on a little bit.
Take care.
Peace.
Hmm.
Get out of here.
Is this wrestling he was talking about?
No, it's a comedy
he's talking
show.
about a very cruel a-hole comedian named Tony Hinchcliffe.
And I don't.
He's not politically correct at all.
Okay.
I just think it's the show. You got a lot of people coming on there, aspiring comedians, and they talk like shit to them for 2 hours. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Burr basically was like, "Oh, this is what the fuck you're gonna do is get up here and like tell people you're gonna give them some
the
time."
world of stand-up comedy right now is going through this weird. I don't know what you want to call it, but the old school comedians who came up doing the rooms and working on their bit and coming up with an hour of material every 2 or 3 years, whatever.
Right.
Now you have this new, they call it the Rogan sphere. These guys are all friends with Joe Rogan.
Okay.
And which
they're meathead idiots.
Yeah, so Rogan gives them a platform because they would come on his podcast.
Okay.
And this guy Hinchcliffe does a show called Kill Tony. And it's him, some other guys that are friends with Joe Rogan, and they bring on just brand new comedians that they're new to the scene. And they get 1 minute at a time to go up there and do their spiel.
But
and if they suck, they just roast them. They just roast the fuck out of them.
It's kind of very.
So
it's just I'm not.
It's biting. You have to have thick skin. You cannot. You can't be.
Right.
Oh, you can't. I can't believe you made a joke about that. Type person.
Why would you go on that show?
It's not the jokes.
What's the upside to going on that?
The upside is the exposure because it's the biggest comedy show right now.
Is it?
But look, I guess it's just because I'm a real nice guy, Jim. But like to me, it seems very like mean spirited.
It's contrived.
Here's the thing. I guess you have to look at it this way, Mark. I mean, you have to look at it this way. Look who your audience is. Look who's roasting you, and then go. Do you really give 2 Fs about what their opinion is? Like
Right.
I would be like if I was a comedian and I wanted and I was working on my craft, I'm looking at the greats,
Yeah.
and the greats are like,
Richard Pryor,
Richard Pryor,
George Carlin.
George Carlin is a god. If George Carlin told me I sucked, I would probably quit because his is intellectual comedy.
Those guys are up here though.
They're next level thinkers.
They're up here.
And they just know how to come back so quickly, and just really good. They hone that craft to that level that you're never. It's rarity.
They've dealt with hecklers their whole life.
And they just know. They know. And if he were to say something to me, then I would be upset. I would be definitely mad. But this is Bill and Hillbilly and friends just, talking crap to talk crap. I wouldn't be on the show personally. I wouldn't go on. I don't care crap. They've got 1 million people watching them. I'm not going to give them the time of day. I'm only looking for opinions on people that have actual valid. I want you to have been on the road. I'm old school, I want you to be on the road.
There's a lot of comedians.
Mark Maron, like Phil Strauss was talking about Maron.
Yeah, Mark Maron.
Mark Maron. Hey, Bruce. Mark Maron was like, kind of got on there and was like, you guys are hacks. He called them hacks. Mark Maron just went off on them like last week. He called them hacks.
Oh, so did Bill Burr.
Said, and then in his
a lot of comedians don't like what they're doing.
Theo Von, he says, he said, I think Theo Von, if Hitler was around, Theo Von he'd be on Theo Von's podcast. And he did this whole analogy about like, what was it like being on meth, man?
Yeah. I love Bill Burr too. Bill Burr.
Hey, Will.
Bill
Burr's from that old school of comedians.
Bill Burr does that whole bit where he talks about what the government should have done is just drop the rednecks into Iraq and they'd have taken care of everything. That whole bit, it makes me laugh because I grew up with dudes like that. The county over from where I grew up, and we went over there, it was nothing to go into the McDonald's parking lot, and you'd see like 6 F-150s with gun racks on them.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like gun racks. Like there would be rifles and stuff on the inside the vehicle. That was not
I live in a place
uncommon.
Like that.
And those guys were like, what do you hunt with? What do you shoot with? And that was a whole conversation.
It's our culture.
It was a culture, but yet at the same time, those were people that knew, like, respected the gun because that's what they hunted. They're, part of their family. That's how they used to eat because they were farmers. Then you had the other side of that culture, which was just, hey, let's go shoot some guns. I got this one here the other day. I don't even know what it does. It's like 80 clips a minute and, all this crap. And we'll have some beer.
Guns and alcohol don't mix.
We got a $2 super chat from WVogs18. I'm gonna play a video for him.
It's an operating table, and I'm the surgeon.
That can't be good.
Devastating armbar.
Can't be really good at all.
No.
Yeah, especially if he's using the batarang or something like that.
Even so, about Joe Coy. I love Joe Coy. I like Eliza Schlesinger, and I like all three of those. Some of my favorite stand-ups are I like Mark Maron, Bill Burr, like Digger Jim was talking about. Bill Burr, there is a clip from back in the day where he was at this comedy show that Opie and Anthony, the old radio host, put on.
Yeah.
Not near me.
And the crowd was real drunk and being hostile. They booed one guy off stage. Bill Burr comes up there and they're in Philadelphia, and he just destroys the city of Philadelphia and the people that live there for like 15 minutes straight. And they keep like heckling him. He says, I got 5 minutes left, you assholes. What else you want to say, you bunch of racist? He's just going off on them.
Yeah.
He goes off and says, you got a statue of an actor that played a freaking boxer, and you idolize him, but you shit on Joe Frazier, who's from here, you bunch of adults.
How have you been, sir? How have you been, Mr. Kingdom of the Nerds?
I've been pretty busy the last couple of weeks. Working on a new show for my channel.
Nice.
Putting those stupid J channel things up today with new books. I'm trying to organize.
Every time I see a damn DCU thing, I'm like, he's probably got 10 of those at home.
I probably do.
I was like, he's probably got 10 of these.
Well, I'm hunting Bronze Age horror now. So
are you?
Yeah.
I saw when I was at the antique place the other day. I'm trying to get rid of this train set. I was hoping maybe they would take it because it was something that was out of my parents' garage and it's old. So I just decided to poke around, and I did see what is it? The Witching Hour? Is that considered that era? The Witching Hour? Yeah. Well, it's like Witching Hour number 10, I think it is.
Oh, that's a green cover.
It looked really cool. I might go back and get it. Because she's like right on the front.
Yeah, and, that's a great cover.
I mean, they only wanted like $10 for it. Yeah, so that I mean, it's not like the best shape, but it's not the worst either.
Yeah. Well, I guess you get them. I've been picking up House Secrets, Witching Hour, anything DC horror I can get.
I basically gave away a bunch of those.
Yeah, I don't. You know, and
I traded them, but I mean, I wasn't expecting much, so
I don't get a lot of those. I don't have a lot of horror books. I mean, I say that, and I'm reading the current horror run. If you want, it's not horror. It's that Exquisite Corpses.
Oh yeah.
That's really good. But for the most part, I usually don't deep dive into horror books. But I do like a good cover.
Yep. And a lot of those Witching Hour covers were done by Nick Hardy, Neil Adams, Bernie Wrightson,
yeah, absolutely. And you know, like when I get slabs, I look at it the same way. Sometimes I just want, like, I don't even care that the book has no value. That cover is the art to me, and that's why, you know, I'll say, you know what, let's slab it up and put it in a slab. I mean, you could easily do the same thing with just put it in a, you know, top loader or something, but I don't know. It's crazy.
Looks better in a slab.
It just looks better in a slab. There you go. Thank you.
It does look better.
It just presents better.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it. So
every book looks better in the slab.
Yeah.
Unless Caroline puts it in the bag, then it looks just as good as a slab. For some reason.
Now,
I don't know how she does it.
I remember I got back.
She was leaving.
Yeah, she had to dip out.
Okay.
I got this mystery box one time back during the heyday when they were just everywhere, and this guy sends this thing in, and it's a bunch of books. I mean, books, all different comics and whatnot. And I was just like, this is the worst mystery box I've ever had. But what made it the creme de la creme is he's like, oh, I guarantee you it has a slab in it. I was like, okay. It was a Hulk book. And I thought to myself, why? This was a book that had, like, it wasn't any type of special key. And it was a Hulk cover. And I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere here in this room. But that slab might be the worst one I ever had.
I didn't mean to be here. Wait, I got to go.
Hey, Quentin.
You're like, why did they slab this?
Yeah. And so, and I don't remember where I got this one from. This one came in, this might have been in a mystery box too. This is the other one. I don't know why this book got slabbed. Like,
wasn't that optioned or really hot at the time?
I don't know, because I never read this indie.
That is, Bruce, that's a book that was really hyped up before it ever came out. And then it fell on its face.
Yeah. And somebody slabbed it and got a 9.8 and they put it in the box, and I was like, I was the lucky duck to get it. And I was like, this is the worst slab I've ever seen.
Here's a stack of why did they slab this?
Let me see them. Let's see them. I only have two. That one and the other one. The rest of them I bought with my own accord.
I do the thing where I buy them. I see them for a few bucks and I buy them because if I'm buying a bunch of shit from a guy and shipping's going to be $10 and that all goes in, I'm going to pay you $5 for that slab because that slab was $20.
Sure.
And then maybe, if nothing else, I give it to Bruce, and he thinks I gave him something cool.
I was thinking
Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
Wait, did I say that out loud?
Now, then I have my own custom slab. This is the Digger Jim custom slab with the custom label that was done by my friend. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
Can't be that much of a friend.
No, I just haven't seen him forever.
You can't say his name.
It been me. Oh.
No. It's got my label and high tone. I know he's going to be pissed. Oh my God.
The harder you try to think about it, the further away it's going to go. So.
Yeah. Who owns StreamYard? We used to make a joke about that. Chip Gettler. Chip Gettler made me this label up here because he put high tone up there as what it is, and there's my little thing. And I was like, man, That's fire. But I love this cover. I just didn't send it in to get it slabbed, and then he saw me. So I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, yeah."
Drop by. So I sent the link to your phone earlier.
Unbiggin me.
There you go. Unbiggened.
Unbiggened.
Straight up Miss Marvel reference.
Yeah, I don't.
Embiggen.
Yeah.
Not
sure how I feel about I got one more thing to talk about. I saw today was like Kirby Howell Baptiste is reportedly going to be playing Storm in an upcoming MCU movie.
Huh?
I'm down with it. She can murder me with her thighs.
White hair, wig on her, and she's good to go.
Yeah. I mean, let's face facts. Halle Berry getting a little long in the tooth for that role.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
They're all getting long in the tooth, if you ask me. I mean.
Oh, we have another special guest here, all the way from the West Coast.
What it do?
E-Man.
Everyone.
Hey.
E-Man.
What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, they let you out of the hospital joint, huh?
Shit. I'm trying to kill all these flies. They're all over the place. It's hot in here, and it's very hot here in the Bay Area. It's a balmy 82 degrees right now here in Oakland. It's quite terrible.
That's not good.
We're rocking 98 out here in Modesto, brother.
Oof.
You know,
oh, you in
it's not
Modesto?
any
Sorry.
cooler here on the Middle Coast, just so you guys know.
I'm just trying to kill
It's 72 degrees and clear here.
Me too.
Southern Kentucky.
You're living the life there, man. Congratulations, brother. I like it. Yeah, you activated your memberships. People gifting membership for you, You get a membership, and you get a. Everyone's acting like Oprah right now here on the show.
I think you're a channel member.
I subscribe. I'm not a member yet, brother. I'll when I.
Oh, you already are. Somebody gifted one, and you got it like last week. You weren't here.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm one of us now. Look at that.
Yeah, here actually. Here's a list of the channel members. We'll see. I can't remember. I think you're on here.
Oh,
I'm there.
Man's World of Geek.
Damn,
Wait a minute here. So do I get like
number 5? Wow.
Do I get like snazzy emotes now? See, now I got to mess around with your emojis, bro. Because
I think you're on here. Yeah, E-Man's World of Geek. There you are.
E-Man.
We have a Captain America emoji, a G.I. Joe emoji, a Wolverine emoji, and I can't remember the other one. X-Men.
Bruce.
X-Men.
Tinker around with some of these emojis. Let's take a look here.
You should make an adult emoji
Jeff's showing cool comic
for
books.
those who pay a little bit more.
I'm trying to get him over there.
Bruce.
My internet's really.
This is 190.
Nice.
I forgot where I even got these. Been a while.
Oh, look! I got a Cobra and look at these. Look at that! A bunch of Wolverine.
Sorry for the glare.
Cobra.
E-Man's having fun with the emojis.
Wait a minute here. Where was the Transformer window, Matt?
198.
Subscribe here. I don't.
I need. It only let me add 4. It only let me add 4. Unfortunately.
Only 4. My.
Maybe I get more when I get to 1,000 subscribers.
Ooh, that one looks cool.
What world do we live in when we're?
I love this one. I love this cover.
I'm so sorry.
I'm getting that soon. I bought a whole horror bundle from someone.
Someone mentioned Exquisite Corpses earlier.
Yeah, that's me.
Nice.
I'm only up to issue 3 and I'm digging it.
Holding back on me, Jeff.
I'm digging it.
No. I've had these for a while.
Look at these beautiful older comics here. Werewolf by Night.
Bowdy.
Monster.
Go.
New tales of the weird supernatural.
It's the beginning of my.
If you happen to have a Secrets of Haunted House number 5 laying around, a raw copy sold on Whatnot for $460 last night.
Jesus,
man, something tells me I probably don't.
Yeah, that's not the one that I. That's probably the one I folded up and put in my pocket. That's not the one I kept.
Well, pull it out your pocket and let's see.
It's my bathroom reader.
That is not.
You guys read
the one I
this? You guys read this?
No,
Yeah.
that's the Black Panther. No, not Blade Forger. Yeah.
Anyone read this Blade for? Oh wait, hold on. This is Escape.
I read the first issue.
You read the first issue, man. Why didn't you keep going, man? You know, there's a phenomenal character here that I would love to share with you guys. This character right here, issue number 4, issue a Blade Forger. Right. This is by the Miranda brothers, people who went ahead and gave us We Live. They also created a character in here, quite familiar looking. I don't know if you guys know, but there's this guy right there.
Looks like Gary B.
He looks super familiar to some of us. Look at that. That's not the first appearance of E-Man in a comic book, by the way. That's not.
Oh,
See, I had to talk to the Miranda brothers and be like, "Excuse me, this guy looks somewhat familiar, Miranda brothers. Do I have to call my lawyer?" And they go, "No, sir, that's you.
That's our friend
That is
Jeff.
you.
We don't know you."
Blade Forger number 4. It's worth the pickup. E-Man's first appearance in a comic book.
I'll have to grab it just for that now.
I think so, man. I think just for that alone. E-Man's first appearance of Blade Forger.
Is that a Conan style book? Like, is that the thing Gary B would love that?
You know what? Gary B might like it because it is Conan-ish in a sense that, you know, there's big swords involved and the guy, you know, the world is kind of like a mix between like Conan style as well as like 1940s Americana.
Okay, interesting.
Story revolves around Blade Forgers who all have to fight for the right to be emperor of this kingdom that control the quorum. Quorum is their source of energy. And every 5 years, the emperor has to defend their crown, and in order for the a new emperor to rise, they have to kill the old emperor, and whoever kills the emperor is now the new emperor, and they're in charge of the quorum, right?
Nice.
Well, the story revolves around the family who's been around for like 40 years. That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
And if you think that, you know, someone lasted 40 years to control this energy source, but like he's kind of hated. At first he was loved, and then like 40 years later he's like really hated. And to find out that he didn't even care about that. He was all about trying to capture this other mystical battle Kaiser, which is like the special beings that they summon with their blades. And he's like, I need to control this guy. And he finally gets control, and some crazy shit happens, ends up giving it to his daughter, and then he kills himself in front of like the whole crowd during an inauguration. And you're like, what is going on here? It's a fantastic read, and I'm terrible at describing things, but definitely one of those books that you really want to pick up and add to your collection.
Yeah, I gave I think I pretty much gave all of my We Live to John because he was in a position where he couldn't get any, and I was like, you know what, I've got them all. I read them all here. You can have them.
All right, same dude.
No,
We Live was like my favorite comic.
It was very good. It kind of tugged at the old heartstrings a little. It's hard for me to read stuff with like kids in it like that. I'm worried that they're gonna like hurt them or something, and you know. So
don't read Blade Forger.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
There's a scene in Blade Forger where you're like, oh my god,
was it the baby?
Like it was a big holy shit moment for me when I saw it. I was like, oh, I don't believe you actually did that in a comic book. I need to know more.
I'm not a big fan of that either, man.
Pretty dope. I get it. Neither am I, but this was also one of those things where it added to the story big time. Like it was pretty dope. Escape number 1. You guys reading Escape?
No, but it looks like the same damn book as what was done by this guy. Look at that cover. They almost look identical.
Whoa. Yeah. Wait a minute. They almost look identical. Is that a Rick Remender book? I forgot.
No, it's
Are they identical?
Declan Shelby and Rory Macaulay story.
Yeah, no, that's the same person. This is Rick. Oh my god! Hold on, hold that up, Jim.
Don't they look almost identical?
They look almost identical. Look at that.
They just said, change the font a little bit, and we pretty much got the same thing.
I mean, they got the whole yellow thing going. This is Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna.
You see, they don't need to slab that book.
Yeah.
They just like they didn't need to slap that one. So
And then this is that Post Malone Big
Sorry,
Red
I
book.
wasn't paying attention.
Post
I'm sorry,
Malone.
man.
The foil.
The foily goodness signed by the cover artist Maria the Wolf. Got that?
That's pretty much
Got it
the
at,
only thing you can see.
I got that at a local con. This is like a dope cover. This cover by Urban Aztec. This Godzilla cover is super dope. I was able to get that signed by him too, down here.
Yeah, we don't get stuff like that.
But I love his like Aztec graffiti style. And then another Rick Remender book right here is Say One Escape #1, signed by Rick Remender. And
love
you
Rick
guys know how
Remender.
much you know how much I hate Transformers. I don't understand why I collect these right here. I don't like Optimus Prime at all, but you know, I guess he's like the flavor of the month or something.
No, you don't even like Transformers that much.
Not at all. Who wants these?
Hey, we got Mark. Mark the Cuddy Sark is in the chat. What's up, Mark?
What up, Mark? Yeah, these are some of the things that I picked up in the last couple of. I've actually been reading comic books again.
When you get forced into the hospital, you have no choice.
Yeah. Zero choice.
I got to catch up on my reading. I'm behind on Mark Spears' Monsters. I'm behind on Transformers. I'm behind on G.I. Joe right now. That's all I'm getting right now. Usually, it's just like Void Rivals, Transformers, G.I. Joe, both G.I. Joe series. I had to cut back. Just like Mark is in Australia. He says spring has begun here. Life is good, and we're coming into autumn here very soon in the States.
Here in the Bay Area. Here in the Bay Area, summer just started for us. So
we're getting close to autumn. Or fall, or whatever you want to call it.
I was just gonna say, okay, who actually calls it autumn and who calls it fall? Like what part of the nation calls it autumn?
I just called it autumn.
We don't even believe it exists where I'm from.
I call it both. I use both.
We go from 85 degrees to like 20.
20?
Yeah. Where you at again, Quentin?
I'm from Canada, so I'm not sure.
Snap.
It could be fall, it could be autumn.
Yeah, I believe that in Iowa. Yeah, exactly. My buddy lived out there for years. He was a professor at one of the colleges out there, and he's like, man, I don't know what I was thinking. I needed a job, and I really wanted this job.
I say potato, you say tomato, I say tomato, whatever.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want to know who says what in what part of the world.
It's just in Canada, we don't say dinner, we say supper.
I was away from the screen. E-Man, the first appearance of you in what issue was it?
Oh, it was issue number 4 of Blade Forger. Here, hold on. Here, I'll show you what the cover looks like. Here. Blade Forger number 4 by the Miranda Brothers of the We Live fame.
That's Aftershock, right?
No, this one's Mad Cave. Aftershock's gone bankrupt. Yeah.
That's right.
Blade Forger number 4. Mad Cave.
What sucks is because of the whole diamond fiasco that happened earlier this year. Unfortunately, Blade Forger didn't get a lot of good sales. So there's a possibility that it might not even come back. So the Miranda Brothers actually went over to Ignition Press, and now they have another series coming out called oh crap, what is it called? Damn it. Now I gotta go look it up. But yeah, they have another Arcadia, I think is what it's called.
So
Arcadia.
one of the issues I always had with canceled comic books is when comic books get canceled and they have an outcrying of support from the public. We don't just restart them. You know, it's not like TV. On TV, they have an outcrying of support and they find a new network and they just go on with what they were doing. For example, you know, you had the Squidward and not Squidward, what the hell? Futurama,
yeah,
that show, right? Like they quit for 4 years and came back.
Mm-hmm.
You had, you have that. And sometimes you even have them stay within the same seasonology type of thing, where it's the same characters, same everything within a year, and come back on another network. Comic books, they cut a comic book. They don't give a shit who likes it. how much outcry they get, they just bury it.
Yep.
And
that's a sad.
Those owners have to go somewhere else if they want to do it, because Marvel won't restart anything. But they'll take some trash series like Hell's Angel and they'll rename it twice to try to continue it. And it's like nobody was buying that. You renamed it it was Hell's Angel, that you made it Dark Angel, then you made it whatever, and nobody was buying it. And I don't understand that, because like you're saying, like that series, it might have not got the exposure. Like, what if I want to buy that? I couldn't buy that where I'm at.
And that's the thing that sucks, right? I mean, that's especially with a lot of the smaller presses, because like what happened with Aftershock, right? The whole thing that happened with Aftershock, they ended up going bankrupt, and because of that, a lot of their stuff had to stop. Part of it was one of my favorite series was We Live. And because they went bankrupt and they couldn't do anything anymore, they were behind on payments. They're like $40 million in the hole.
Whoa.
The Miranda brothers just couldn't continue with that series, even though they partially own it. Aftershock owns most of it, and they just couldn't do anything. So they had to start a new series with Blade Forger, and they had to jump to another studio. And that one right there, that Blade Forger, I think is a fantastic comic that no one really talked about. But them too, they got affected by some crazy shit that happened with Diamond with distribution. And so now they had to jump over to Ignition Press to start a whole new series. Like, these guys are fantastic writers, but I don't feel like they're getting the exposure that they definitely deserve. You know, and I'm not showing off that number 4 just because I'm in it. It's because I truly, truly enjoyed that series, and I'm really hoping to get more out of it. But now I'm worried that, you know, Mad Cave won't be able to allow them to continue. So what happens? Those creators had to jump to another studio and create something else. And that's the thing that sucks about this industry, is that even though you're good, or even though you might have a fantastic, you know, book, but don't get the exposure, no one's going to be there to watch it and back you up, and it just falls in the holes, falls through the cracks, and that's it. And that sucks for fans like me.
Yeah.
I hate when
look.
Jeff's going to run to the store. All right, we'll see you back.
It'll be good. I'm heading out. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everyone.
I'm jumping up because I have to go to work and be there at 6. And I really do need to sleep before I do that. I just wanted to jump on and say happy Labor Day. I hope everybody enjoyed their day. And I forgot to tell Mark happy birthday.
That's all right. Well,
have fun keeping those.
It's always a pleasure.
And hey, Jim, I'm on board with why did they grade this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I say that, and then like when my brother and I were at Heroes Con, I do not hesitate. I mean, it's an X-Men cover. It's fine. It's just not one that I don't, again, no key or anything. I don't know why they graded it. It was in a box, and he said, I want half off. And I said, this has a $10 or this has a $20 sticker on it. He says, yep, give me $10. So I bought this slab. That's an X-Men slab for $10.
Yeah.
You know, I bought another one for $20. And again, I don't know why, but I can't walk away from it because it's a cool cover. And I guess that's the only reason why they slabbed it.
But was it a reprint? Jim?
No, it wasn't a reprint.
You gotta make sure it's not a
reprint. Yes, no.
So where I run into a problem is I was looking at a couple of listings recently that somebody sent me, and they were mid-70s graded books, but they were 5s. And they're not like key issues of any kind. I get it. Everybody thinks everything's a fucking key issue. Pardon my French.
Right.
Everybody thinks everything's a key issue.
Well, not everybody.
But these were literally like just run-of-the-mill, you know, weekly or monthly comic books. I can't even remember what they were. They were so common. And I'm like, why did somebody grade that? It graded a 5 anyway. It looks beat clean to shit on the cover. Like, I don't know what the inside looked at because it's graded.
Right.
But I guarantee you it was tanned. I guarantee you some of the creases went into the pages.
Sure.
You know? And I just think, wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pardon my Canadian.
Thank you, Quentin. We gotta respect the panels, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I have some slabs that I won like for buyers giveaways, and when you look at them, you realize why they were buyers giveaways because they like slab like Ghost Rider 40. There's no key issue in it.
Nope.
It's 8.5, and then I have one that's like the Batman special they did like years ago, and like I don't know why they graded it, and then I got another one that was graded, and it's like you remember when Alex Ross did the covers for that Invader series, and they brought the Invaders back in the 2000s?
Yeah.
And that's like, why did they? I don't know why they graded it.
But see, that's like, I mean, some people look at Alex Ross' work as art, okay?
Yeah.
And because of that, they want to line their wall. It's okay. So like, I know people that will. Here we go. They'll line their whole wall with these. They'll get them all graded, and then they'll just line their whole wall with those.
Omnimo does that.
That's what this is for.
I don't think this is worth grading.
No,
I really don't.
I've seen a lot of those behind
you
people.
can put those
They're cool,
in top
though. They're
loaders.
cool,
They're
though.
cool.
You
but
can put those in comic capsules, is
for.
what I'm hearing, Jim. You definitely put those in a comic
these
capsule.
super duper hard, like
top loaders.
I buy these top loaders, and I put what I like in it. Like, look at this, like it's a sweet issue. I bet you this fucker would grade easily.
Or it's a comic capsule. It's like, hey man.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Hold on.
I don't need
comic
it
capsule.
There you go.
Yeah, you need comic capsules for stuff. Make sure to head on over to Comic Capsule.
E-Man, are you sponsored by?
I am not not whatsoever. Make sure to enter E-Man 10 for 10% off at checkout. Not sponsored by them at all, and that is official terminology.
Okay, so Quentin,
this
is a perfect example. This is not a key, but this is an iconic, Ramita Senior Spider-Man cover that I just wanted.
Yeah.
And I just think it's cool. It's
no, those old ones are like all classics, though. It's just like.
So I showed a bunch of stuff the other day. Every issue I showed was a Jack Kirby first issue. I showed a bunch of stuff. I got them graded. They were all 5s. They were all in the 5 range. Hell, I think one of them was New Gods #1. It was a 3.5. I don't care. They're mine.
There you go.
But
those
are issues that hold something.
Right.
Jim, check it out.
Let me.
That meant something to you, didn't it?
So that is a real book. That is the first appearance of Falcon. That's a real book.
Oh yeah, that's a gift.
If you embiggen this, and this was graded. So if you look at this one, Jim, this is an old CGC label. This was graded forever ago. There is nothing about this issue. Not a thing.
Well, sometimes now people will grade like ratios if they're 1 in 100s or something.
Yeah,
they're like real hot.
There's an Ash Wizard 1/2 graded.
Now, why would you grade that?
So like
Tales of the Witchblade.
Right.
The best thing about it was this chrome cover. I mean, it's awesome. It's beautiful, but
you don't need to grade it.
No.
And I wouldn't have. I would crack it just to get it out of that nasty slab.
Yeah. Well,
you're muted, man.
No,
you're on, buddy.
Muted. But you guys, you see, this is why you need yourself a comic capsule. All right, if you don't want to submit anything over to CGC, you spend that $33. Get yourself a comic capsule. That way you can hang it up on the wall. There's a little notch in the back. I mean,
Dude,
done
I've
deal.
got like 3 or 4.
E-Man, do you have a link to Comic Capsule where we can order those?
Why don't you drop the link for me, E-Man?
I can go ahead and drop it. I don't have a blue wrench, my friend. But you know
I
what?
can change that real fast, brother.
Yeah.
Man,
but so some of this stuff that I get, it's again not about the book.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge John Jang fan like Mark is. I mean, and we won't talk about E-Man's obsession, but this right here is probably this right here is probably the best
I'm trying to
Optimus Prime I've ever seen in my life. And when I saw it, I was like, I have to have it. And so I got it graded. I didn't even care what it came out as.
Right.
I just wanted it Like, to me, that's his best Optimus, hands down.
And so here's my thing on that, Jim, though. You're not putting that on the market. You're showing that to us. You're telling us why you did it.
No, and it'll go up on the wall. I rotate my wall.
The best part of it is I appreciate that, man. I love a guy who collects what he loves.
Right. Godzilla. This 7th anniversary. Gotta have it. Yeah. E-Man has a problem, though. There's a difference.
I just think E-Man maybe has an issue.
Yeah.
I have many issues. They're all on the wall.
Yeah, but it's an Optimus issue.
He has a Transformers issue. He's trying to figure out how to build one in his basement garage. I'm sure I don't have that level of crazy. No, I do in a way because I have like an obsession with negative space covers.
Yeah.
And I just buy them even if they're not even that good. I just.
Hey, man, you see what John has?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what is that? Hold on. Jean, claim. I will hold on.
That's going to comics curing cancer. You can probably
I need to know exactly what time that one's going to be going up. Jean,
I got to get you over here
because I say that's calling my name. That's wow.
Who did that?
I don't know. His name is signed right down here. Whoop, just a minute there. There you go.
Where did you get it?
Oh, I won it.
Oh, okay.
And I won this one, and both of them are going to comics curing cancer. Unless you want this one, maybe I can. I don't know.
No. Send it to them and like email, pay for it, so I can bid him up on it.
Yeah, like God intended.
I see your ruse. I see your ruse, sir. Okay, I will happily donate money for that right there. Yeah. You think that you're winning this?
All right. I'm with you. I share that same.
Why don't we do this then? I'll send it to you, and you can donate to comic curing cancer.
No, just send it directly. Rob lives literally only 20 minutes away from me. Send it to him. I'll bid on it and I'll go pick it up and make life easy for him. But yeah, so that's I'm there. I will be there for that.
All right, thanks for having me on, Matt. See y'all guys later.
Jim,
pleasure.
Bye.
Yeah, E-Man, you're now you have a blue wrench, so post away, my friend.
Drunk with power.
You are now wrenched.
I'm wrenched. Oh, I see that now. You got a little sign right there. Here we go. Ahead. Make sure you go ahead and go to comics or comics caps. Comic capsule.
My assumption is that you have all the Transformers from Marvel,
I'm
right?
going to go to comiccapsule.com.
Yeah, guess. Hold on.
This one here is my best.
Unfortunately, I don't have the Marvel Transformer stuff, and I did start my comic book Transformers world with the Image, only because there's so much lore that I just couldn't keep up with it back in the day. Back in the day, it was either comic books or watching the cartoon, and the cartoon was a lot cheaper.
Hey,
so I got
Aaron,
that,
Aaron, if you want to come on, we'll send you Ron. I have to go to the little boy's room. I'll be back.
E-Man.
Yo.
I'll come back now.
Do you recommend clear or icy blue?
I recommend all of them. There's even like a Skittles pack. The Skittles pack gives you like 5 different colors. I think red, blue, yellow, green.
Okay.
And because here's the thing, like you're gonna have comic books that are gonna have different colors on them. Personally, I like the clear ones, but that's because like on my Instagram, I do this like lighting effect with my comics, and I put a light right behind the clear ones, and it shines really, really nicely behind them. So like for posting, I like using the clear ones, but for hanging up on the wall, it really all depends on what you want, really. Because
I'm gonna pick some up, but I'm gonna
red one, right? But then I got a yellow one for the Bumblebee. Like it makes sense.
It does make it pop a little bit, huh?
Yeah. So it really does depend on what you want to do with them, and that's the one thing I really like about the comic capsule. Now, I'm here joking around a lot, with the comic capsule stuff. And I do know the guys at Comic Capsule, but I am truly not sponsored by them. Like, they don't pay me to say things that I do say, because when I first saw the product, I truly believed in it. I really, really did, because it made sense to me in a sense, like what you guys are talking about, right? Why slab a book that has no meaning to it? Okay, cool. You're right. Why slab that book if it's worth $20 when it takes $35 to slab it? Why not put it in a $10 comic capsule? You're still protecting it. You can still hang it up on the wall. Still looks good, and you're not spending all that money waiting for the grade, waiting for them to come back and stuff like that. So like I believe in comic capsule. Now,
Stevie B swears by comic capsules.
I will say this. I will say this. Now, I do get a little bit of a plug directly from them, but I've ordered so many capsules from them that, I don't want to say I've earned that, but they know how much of a consumer of their product I am, that, they got me. They got me, and I'm cool with it. I didn't ask for it. I'm never going to ask for it. Hey, I need 10 of these. How much are you going to charge me? They'll give me a number. Cool, here's the money. Because I do believe in it. Instead of sending it over to CGC, instead of complaining about their quality control, instead of sending it over to CBCS and, it'd be worth more if I sent it to CGC or PGA's the new guy in town. Should I send it? Instead of worrying all about that, if the book is not worth more than $100, I'm not going to slab it. I'll just put it in a comic capsule and be completely happy with it. Put it on the wall and call it a day.
Which that was what Jim was talking about to begin with, was how people slab books that are $5 books, and then they find out that it really was a $5 book. Now you've spent the money to slab it. Well, where do you go?
Yeah.
Just like that stuff I was showing, I got a couple more that literally are questionable, but I bought them. I got them off of auctions. I got them in trade or whatever. I guarantee you, most of these guys know me. I'm a cheap SOB. I have never paid. Yeah, I don't pay for anything. I mean, I buy comics from Rob Jones, cheap comic collector. I buy comics from my friends, but I don't pay those outrageous prices, and I don't expect everything to be near mint.
Yeah.
E-Man, what's the code again? E-Man 10? Is that what you said?
E-Man 10. E-M-A-N 10.
10% off.
10% off.
I'm gonna order some too, Jeff.
That's what I'm doing right now.
I got it on my other computer over here. I already saved it out.
Yep.
And again,
just bottom.
It's because I truly believe in this product. I believe in it so much that I would like other people to jump in on this one right here. And it's not like me talking up a friend's product. It really is me saying I fucking love these things, and I would like other people to be fans of them
even if you were doing it for just straight capitalistic reasons, what?
If it's a good product, it's a good product. I mean,
you don't have to feel guilty about that.
My friend Stevie B, he swears by those.
Yeah.
He's got a wall.
Excited.
One of his walls is all comic capsules, and the other wall is just all.
Because there's books that I love, like the G.I. Joe 80s Marvel G.I. Joe 52, which is Quick Kick and Storm Shadow with the green background.
Yeah.
That's not a key. It's not super expensive, but I love that book. I want it to be in a frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I have a Transformers #1 double signed and remarked by Daniel Warren Johnson in a comic capsule, but that one right there, to me, it's worth getting it slabbed. Now I've had my fingers right through them. I've read it several times and whatnot, but that book specifically for me is worth getting it slabbed. Even if it comes back at an 8.5, I was there when DWJ got those signatures. I was there when he gave me the remark. That's worth slabbing to me.
Yeah,
I have another Transformer #1 1 in 100 DWJ coming towards coming at me. I have one slabbed. I want to get this next one slabbed and remarked by DWJ, and then get that one slabbed. To me, that's worth it.
Yeah.
But to get like a $5 book slabbed, unless it has actual meaning to you,
right?
Don't do that. It's kind of dumb, really.
And that's the way I feel about it. So when I'm looking at this, when how do they hold with thicker books, like the giant size books and the square bound books?
So they do have a Silver Age size that's good for just like regular sized thickness, but some of the thicker ones, they're still working on that right there. Like they're still working on that. They're still working on like the weird sized Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones, the Last Ronin size. Now what they do have
that.
Yeah, that's such a strange size.
What did they do that for?
Those are weird. Yeah,
they're an in between. I don't know what it is.
But what Comic Capsule does have is that they do have the clear backing boards for those. So for people who are putting them in bags and boards that actually fit those, they have a clear backing board. And what they recommend is putting one in the front and in the back because those are also UV protected. And if you're the kind of person that wants to hang that up on your wall, you want to UV protected against the sunlight, something like that is worth it, you know? So their product, I do believe in. And to me, it's worth it for some things.
So my thing is I have some things like this that I would like to grade, but I don't want to spend the money to grade. This is a Jim Shooter autograph. The biggest thing to me is, it's probably worth grading. I mean, it is an out of print plus Jim Shooter, who is dead. That's 2 out of prints. But it's one of those things where I'm not a fan of spending the money for the authentication when you send it in, plus the grading, and then you get it back, and they, they have encapsulated this book, which that's wonderful, but now what do you have? I mean, I'm sorry,
you have an artifact.
Yeah. It is now literally it's literally poster. It's literally a wall hanging.
So, like, I love John Jang. I truly do. He's one of my favorite artists. You know, I absolutely love the guy. Meeting
Especially
him,
with
talking
G.I. Joe
with
and
him.
Transformers.
Yeah. You know, and then this one's slabbed by, or not slabbed, but this one's signed by John down here. But I also know the street value, right? No one's going to be chasing a John Jang book because it's signed. So to me, having it in a capsule makes more sense. I can hang it up on the wall. I can take it out if I want to. I can flip through it and read it and whatnot. But if it is something that was signed by, like, in my opinion, you have a Shooter autograph. Personally, this is just me. I would send that one to get slapped because Shooter, it's Jim Shooter, dude. That dude's a legend. So it's worth it to me.
And I like I said, I got a pile of them that I think about and I just don't know what to do with. But the best thing about Jang was when he used to be in a Facebook group I was in, and he used to post his artwork in there all the time. And then he got too big. I mean, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean I'm sure that every dick and his brother was sending him a personal message saying, "Send me some artwork. Do some artwork for me. What about So I'm that guy that I understand him stepping back from that, but he was selling comic books at one time in a Facebook group I was in.
Yeah,
and
like
it was
example,
awesome.
This right here, right? The
what is that?
This is the Big Time Collectibles Transformers number 18 breast cancer awareness book, right? He had this one came in a comic capsule, and this one's signed and remarked by John Jang. And to me, I
didn't know that existed.
For me, this has a lot of meaning. My daughter's name is RC. I named her RC after this Transformer. So him getting this sign, doing a remark on something like this, to me, it's still worth it to keep it in this. But I would also submit something like this because it has meaning to me to CGC. It'd probably be a JSA slab, but still, it's slabbed and it's something worth it to me to be able to put on the wall.
Yeah.
Plus, I have like 3 others over here just waiting to get signed. But the point is, when it comes down to getting something slabbed, make sure it's truly meaningful to you. or make sure that it's really worth the value and the hassle to submit it, and crossing your fingers that it'll come back at a high grade or a good grade that you want it to. Don't just get a $5 book slabbed unless it has meaning to you. I have a Transformer number 19 up here signed by DWJ that has zero meaning in the Transformer world, but because I'm a silly ass individual, I actually have a fan letter in that one, because that specific book has like a fan letter of mine in it. I would submit that one to get slabbed, but it has meaning to me. It's a $5 book elsewhere, but it means something to me and worth a slab to someone like me.
And there's these too.
So
you can get these. You get to protect your book. You can get these as well. So.
Yeah. Is that a gator or something like that?
I don't remember what these are. I think you
got YouTube on in the background.
Yeah. Someone.
I'm doing something.
It was Matt.
Okay, I was just adding something. I wanted everybody to look at it. It's hilarious. What Facebook group was it, Quentin? John Jane
Comic
was selling?
Book Collectors, which I was about to send that. I just looked it up, and he is still a member. He just doesn't post. He gets tagged in it a lot.
Yeah, because on Facebook, John Jane has his own group called the Jane Gang. Like Mark and I were a part of that.
Yeah,
and he'll post in there too.
Comic Book Collectors was where I first encountered him when he was doing like crap, and it was years and years ago. Well, I'd say years and years, a couple years, and he was literally posting whenever he got a job to do a cover or to do something, he would post it in there, and people in the group were buying it, but then that group blew up during COVID, and it's like ridiculous. You can barely read this shit now because it's advertisements, but yeah, he's still in there, and I'm still a member of it. I just ignore it.
Okay, guys, you know how there's always a product they sell that didn't date well, or probably was a bad idea, or maybe that wasn't a good idea for a children's toy. Well, I found another one. I watched a show with these two comedians. I can't remember their names, but you'll recognize them. It's their podcast. They make fun of shit like this. And I just came across it when somebody sent this to me. And so I screen grabbed it on my phone. And I thought it would be kind of amusing to watch this. It's kind of weird.
The new water and ooze blasting oozinator. Oh, yeah.
No. No way.
Oh, yeah. Disgusting.
Rebecca.
Awesome. The new oozinator blaster from Super Soaker. Major pumping required. Refill sold separately.
Rebecca, is that real? Look at him.
They're calling it bio ooze.
Oh, wait. Not one parent stopped the shoot and said, hey, whoa. This looks.
That is hilarious. Gross and hilarious. Someone wasn't thinking. No, someone wasn't.
I'm not letting you shoot my kid with that shit.
Hell no. It's like hell to the no.
Hey, and so while I was sitting here last night, I made artwork. Look, I made artwork. It's all my
yeah. Hell yeah.
Were you here when I did that, Jeff?
I don't. Last night? I don't think so.
Night 4, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember who I was.
Last time we were on together was Jeopardy.
Thursday. Yeah. No, that was Friday.
Oh, Friday. Yeah.
I might have done it Friday. I don't know.
That's another thing is like when I get artwork from people that I've met online, like Easyverse and whoever, that stuff will stay in my personal collection until I take a dirt nap,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I stick stuff to boxes I mail, and like Swag has made a big deal out of it once because he was like, look what I got. It's got the thing on the outside of it, but it's because when I'm sitting there in my office waiting on the mailman, I didn't have anything else to do.
I seen what Tat Comics does to his blank short boxes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I haven't ever asked him, but I'm like, so what would be the price for you to go ahead and bang out some? He just draws he has one that's like Spider-Man, one that's Fantastic Four, I think. I can't remember all of them, but I like his art.
Yeah.
And I'm not as good an artist as he is, so I don't want to fuck my own boxes up. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Or Canadian. So I've never asked him because I hate asking. I hate like, hey, I see you on screen sometimes on the internet. Can you do some work for me? You know, I'd pay him. I would pay him.
I do the thing where I would literally be like, how about if I buy it from Amazon, have them sent to you, you color up a couple faces,
oh yeah,
and then send them to me.
Yeah, I mean, if he was down and wanted some cash or whatever, I
guarantee you, Tat would do it. Tat is a comic book fan, but
yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he probably didn't have a whole lot of extra time. But
once you find that artist, right? It's like you find that one artist that you're like, man, dude, I love your stuff. Like, how much for a commission? And a lot of the times they like super undercharge you. Like, dude, your art is worth way more than $75.
Who did that even?
So this is a guy named Junker73 on Instagram who does a lot of Transformer work. Okay. And I reached out to him. I'm like, I love your work, dude. Could you do a Jetfire, but like in the style of a Gundam? He's like, I got you. So he ended up doing this on Void Rivals #1 for me with color. I'm like, son of a bitch, like you killed it.
Sick. That is
sick. Know. And then this guy right here did some art for Comics Curing Cancer. This is Andy Dusso. I reached out to him. And him too, he super undercharged this for me. I told him I want a Game of Thrones type of cover with Predaking and all like other robots in the background. You like Voltes 5, Voltron, Macross, Pat Labor, and GoBots in the background. And with Predaking kind of standing and sitting on the throne saying like, I'm Transformers is superior. Just having fun with it. But this dude super undercharged me even for this.
Matt, can you embiggen E-Man real quick? I want to see that cover.
Yeah.
Who's this in Beastie Boy?
Oh, yeah.
This.
Yeah, that Aztec vibe to it.
Dude, that is incredible.
That Jetfire is fire.
This is on point. Like his name is Fabian Gonzalez.
Why
He's
isn't he working for fucking Skyrim or Skybound?
Right? Like his covers would be super dope, and he does them super quick. I know a lot of us in the community have worked from these guys, and they undercharge, but also they undercharge. Cool. Let us, people who really appreciate it, get you the exposure. Put it on someone's live stream. Like, hey, there are these awesome artists. And they're charging some good prices. Expect them to go up even higher because even Rob Fatstacks reached out to one of these guys and he's like, "How much are you charging me?" He's like, "No, here's an extra 75. Here's a 150, and we're gonna try to sell this on Comics Curing Cancer just because it's worth it."
Yeah.
My thing is, you gotta. I get the belief this is what my artwork is worth, but you gotta let the population set the price, right? And if people are willing to pay more for it, let them. That's part of getting it out there.
I like this.
I mean, granted, I don't expect anybody to offer me $1 jillion for my Deadpool that I drew on the back of a whatnot receipt. Look, literally, it's on the back of a whatnot receipt. Okay,
nice.
Probably not going to be worth $1 million, but that shit there he just showed. Oh, what? Yeah. I got to show it now, Matt?
You can't throw something up on the screen and not get put on the highlighter.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I did it with the markers sitting in front of me. Actually,
I'm just a sucker for comic book art, like fan art. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's this artist. His name is what's his name? Shit. He did some Spawn covers. He did covers for Misery. Don Aguilio, Filipino artist from out here in the Bay Area. And I was going around Fan Expo a couple of years ago, Fan Expo San Francisco, and only getting remarks of people who've worked on Something's Killing the Children. And some of these artists charged me $80. Some of these artists charged me $100. I went up to Don Aguilio. And I'm like, hey, how much for just a quick, remark of Erica Slaughter? And he looks at me. He goes, $10. I'm like, Don. He's like, what? Like, I don't want to overcharge. I'm like, yeah, I don't want you to undercharge either.
Yeah, don't give it away.
I was like, all right, $10. Cool. Here's 60. Just give me what you can.
Make it good.
He's like, oh, dude, thank you. I was like, no, man, dude, your art's that good where I think you need to charge a little bit more, bro. Like, let me be at least one of the first people to say charge more. And he gave me out of like all of the remarks that I got on that cover. Like, I paid like $100 for David Mack on that same cover. He remarked Erica Slaughter. He gave me a quick remark, $100. Cool. I got a David Mack remark, but right next to him is Don Aguilio, who was going to charge me $10. Way better work, a way better remark. You know, and
He gave you. You put a little more love into it.
He did, and I'm like, no, Don, here, look, here's $60, bro. Let's just do what you can. Quick remark. This is what everyone else is doing as a remark. I have another. John Jay actually has it right now, but I was collecting remarks of Jetfire from a bunch of people. I got one from Dan Quintana, and his art is super badass to me. On that same page, I got charged, I think, $75 from Alan Qua to do a remark, and it was pretty dope. I got a free one from Steven Segovia, but then on the back, Dan Quintana was like, who did all these? Who did? He was looking at all the remarks. I was like, oh, this is so and so. Oh, this is John Romita Jr. He's like, wait, John Romita Jr. did this? He's like, no, fuck that. I'm going to do it better. He's like, how much did you charge for you? I was like, for this remark, and it was kind of like a, it was kind of corny, but it was still cool. I have a, John Romita Jr. remark of Jetfire in a book. I was like, oh, he only charged me 50. He's like, fuck that, give me 40. I'm like, all right, are you sure? He's like, oh, no, just give me 40 for this one. I was like, all right. So I gave him 40, and he gave me a badass remark. But right next to it, Rose Besh charged me $150 for hers, and it's a cute little remark. But compared to Dan Quintana, fuck, that was like Dan Quintana's was on point. So it's like a lot of these artists.
Under the bus, man. When I was getting it, I'd have been like, I'd have thrown her in the bus. I'd have been like, Dan Quintana said.
I was okay with it. I'm asking for her time.
I know. You're asking
for her.
Remarks are actually an indulgence.
Yeah.
They don't. They never have to. And they never have to do it on the same book as somebody else.
Yeah.
One,
right.
I have one somewhere in my collection that one artist did facing another artist's, and it was the best thing ever. But it was one of those things where, at the time, I didn't think anything of it. And I was like, after the fact, I'm like, dude, that was a hell of an indulgence. Like literally, they didn't have to do that.
Yeah, it starts to get weird, like that the scorned girlfriend issue of
yeah.
Like somebody has that, and it's and they could probably get a lot of money for it. I don't know what it's sold for last or who has it, but
absolutely.
That's a trip. It's part of comic book lore now.
It really is. I showed it to my girlfriend not too long ago. It showed up on my feed, and I showed it to my girlfriend, and she's like, "Look what this girl did to this guy's
That is
comic."
a real thing.
And she's like,
"What book was it? I can't remember.
I forgot. It was some Marvel book,
wasn't it? Like
Spider-Man something.
Mid 40s.
Now I want to know the
Spider. It was sub 100.
Spider-Man.
Oh, what was it?
I'm gonna go, guys. Take
Girl
care.
Thanks
for having me.
John.
Have a good night, John Below.
Bye, John.
I'm the guy, so I'm gonna try to go to bed.
It's the angry girlfriend variant.
Angry girlfriend variant.
Peace and love, guys.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I have to put this in.
Here's Mark. We got. Well, Mark was here and he left. Oh, there he is. I lost him there for a minute. Sorry, Mark.
Hey, what's up, Mark? Happy birthday, Mark.
Hey, thanks, man.
Sexy.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
They still celebrate birthdays in Augusta?
They do. I found out today that I share birthdays with Edgar Rice Burroughs. That's his birthday today too, which is crazy because I watched because I was closed today, but I still go in early in the morning and take care of the animals in the afternoon. And while I was on break, the wife took the kids out and let them go knock around at the mall. Just let me just chill. I watched John Carter and Prince of Persia back to back. Both of those are fantastic movies.
Right?
John Carter, I absolutely love it. That's Edgar Rice Burroughs' character, the old Princess of Mars. And yeah, so now I'm like, dude, I think I'm going to watch Tarzan when I go to bed, which I absolutely love that most recent Tarzan with Alexander Skarsgård. It's going to Edgar Rice Burroughs.
I can't agree or disagree with that. I haven't seen that one, but John Carter and the Prince of Persia, super underrated.
Dude, Prince of Persia holds up, my dude. I hadn't watched it in a few years. I watch John Carter pretty regularly, like at least a couple times a year. But Prince of Persia, I haven't watched in a few years. Like it's been like since at least 2017 or sooner or earlier. You know,
see when people talk about like video games don't adapt well to movies. That was like the first one that did it right, in my opinion. It was good. It was it wasn't the best. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be here and be like, it's the best comic book adaptation. Everyone who plays video games should go play that and watch it. It's a fantastic. No.
I've never played the games. I played the PSP version of one. I have that because I do have a PSP somewhere around here.
The side scroller one.
I don't know if you consider it a side scroller or not. I don't know. It's kind of a little bit in a way.
Okay.
It's like side scroller plus.
Yeah,
you know,
I know what you're saying. It's in Prince of Persia holds up as the first few Prince of Persia's great games, and then
I don't know how long it's been since you watched that movie. And I've mentioned this before. Like the more years that go by, and we get like predominantly shitty movies that we call it was okay, it wasn't bad, it was decent, but in reality, it's shit, and we don't really realize it because we're getting desensitized to shit. Yeah. Myself included. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. I give it a 7. That bitch was a 4 because I go back and I watch these movies from 2012. Like it's like a golden era of Disney from like 2010 to 2015 where they don't miss. And even the stuff that they were calling that we would even consider like that wasn't one of their best. Go back and watch it now. You're like, holy fuck, this is good. Like Tron, John Carter, Prince of Persia, like they were.
Calm down with Tron. Calm down with Tron, my friend.
I will never calm down with Tron.
Calm down with Tron.
Don't. You're saying that is getting me started.
What Tron was like a beautiful mess, in my opinion. That movie I can have amazing on and just play.
Are we talking the original or the return?
Legacy.
2012.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do about the new one?
Oh, I'm gonna go see it opening night, dude. I'm stupid when it comes to Tron. I'm sitting here counting days till the 16th when the 2 steelbooks drop on 4K.
You guys did see that the guy who played Sark died last week.
The original
Sark.
One? Yeah. Master Commander.
Yeah. He died last week.
That's crazy.
He was the same guy who was evil. He was the source of evil in the Time Bandits.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Time Bandits since I was a kid.
Dude, that was a great show. Dude, you got to rewatch that.
You got to rewatch.
Show. That holds up.
I got to rewatch the original Tron, and I will. I actually watched Legacy not too long ago, Mark, and
it was your first time, wasn't it?
No.
Yes, it was your first IMAX last week.
I saw it in the movie theater with Dolby, and the sound was beautiful, but the script and
I love the script.
So Mark,
I love everything about that movie.
Something we didn't talk about last time that you brought up while I was online before, and I was in the chat, you were online. At the intersection of Bel Air Road and Plantation Drive.
Okay.
There used to be all that was a Jolly Jim gas station, and it has become that's where ABX is now.
Mm-hmm. Straight across the street.
Yeah, like right straight across from Plantation.
Yeah, there's
Drive.
an actual red light there now from the entrance of Plantation Drive.
I didn't see that till this summer when I went down there, but yeah. So I grew up. That's my neighborhood, right behind there.
Straight across. So I live like I'm behind ABX. Like if you walk out the back of ABX and
Marymount?
Yeah, I'm in Marymount.
Yeah. So Marymount was the beginning of a subdivision when I grew up. I mean, it was like they still had dead end roads and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So when you were saying that about pizza, there used to be a mom and pop pizza shop called the Backyard Tavern.
Backyard Tavern's still there.
It's still there?
Mm-hmm.
Do they make pizzas?
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know. I always assumed it's a tavern.
Dude, it was never a tavern. They only sold canned beer. They never sold anything but canned beer and sandwiches and pizza. Luis? But yeah, they never, dude, that was never, if it's a tavern now, that's new because it was never a bar. It was always like canned beer and soda and stuff, but it was like a family place.
Yeah, it's still there.
Holy shit! Do they still have? What is that in the backyard? What do they have?
I think this is like the side of that's just a patio on the side of it now.
So they
But they got like pool tables in there and stuff.
Yeah. So they used to have a thing where you could go in and you could sign a release, and you could get in an 8x8 boxing ring and box like your friends and shit. It was like redneck boxing.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Hey,
Blood sport.
Matt,
Dude.
I gotta cut out, man.
Jeff.
I gotta go lie down.
All right.
Yo.
Hey, man. Thanks for dropping by,
Yeah.
you man.
Oh,
Thanks
hey,
for having me on.
see ya.
All right, you guys, take it easy. Happy Labor Day. Mark, happy birthday. You guys have a
Peace.
wonderful week. All right.
You
Peace
too.
out, y'all.
Hey,
See you,
great
man.
show of what you got, man. Yeah, Jeff. It would literally be like you're a foot taller than me, and it would be like me going in there against you.
That is wild. I mean,
Like,
even though I here sign this waiver, I don't know if that would cut it. I don't know. You know,
hey,
I wanted
we're
to share
talking about
something.
the 80s and 90s, man. Those,
Yeah.
I wanted
You know,
to
those
share
waivers
something.
were written in stone.
I want to share something with Mark that I found amusing because, like, you know how much there's been like I've never heard anything this negative about Peacemaker until I got on this Facebook group page called DC Updates, and they had a post that says James Gunn says he wrote all eight episodes of Peacemaker season 2 in just 8 weeks. And then I want you to hear some of the comments. Looks like he did it over a drunk weekend. I really wanted to enjoy Spike Gunn's treatment of certain DC fans, but it's really not that good. Nobody cares about Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is owned by DC. Who cares or Warner Brothers? Who cares if they give it a good rating? It plays to his depraved sensibilities, so it comes as no surprise that he wrote it with such enthusiasm. And then somebody commented, the weirdest, saddest Snyder bots seem to live exclusively on Facebook.
The most of them are on X.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully this is going to be the last season. It sucks. Good God.
Dude, what the hell? I didn't even watch the second episode until last night. I thought it was great.
No, it's amazing.
No, that's why I don't get it.
It's amazing. You had like if you go to DC Updates is a page that's on Insta. I follow them on Instagram and X both. But if you'll different platforms will have a different environment based on the people that frequent the platform. You know, there's different demographics on every platform. I think Facebook is by far. Well, I don't know. I think Threads would take the cake now. Threads is just a cesspool of fucking.
Oh my God, Threads.
Threads is the absolute worst. It's like the stupidest people on the planet spend the primary amount of social media time on that platform. But it's Instagram and X are. I mean, you're always gonna have dissenters. That's normal, like completely normal. But I think Instagram and X, there's both overwhelming positive stuff about it.
There you go, Comiverse.
Yeah,
Mark wasn't wrong.
It's amazing. The level of, and you know what's funny? Like, I think that James, and I said this before Superman, Matt, I don't think James Gunn was like we're going back in time here. Before Superman release, I said I was super nervous about James Gunn doing it because that character just doesn't fit his profile. It doesn't fit his portfolio. So I said he's going to have to pull out something that we haven't seen him do. Like, show us something new, because Guardians doesn't work for Superman. Peacemaker doesn't work for Superman. Suicide Squad doesn't work for Superman. He's good for those, but what are you going to do different with Superman? And I think he did a lot of the same, but he did enough different that, you know, he pulled it off. You know, it might not be everyone's favorite style or tone, but he made a successful Superman movie true to the character and won the audience over. All these things. I still prefer Snyder's universe, but we're talking about like which one is an 8, which one's a 9. I'm giving, you know, high scores for both from me personally. But Peacemaker is literally made for James Gunn. Like this, Guardians is great. His Suicide Squad is amazing, but this Peacemaker show is literally his wheelhouse. The guy was brought up in the industry by Lloyd Kaufman. He was raised in Tromaville. So you can see all of that in this work, and being that this is like the Charlton characters, it's such a little pocket of characters, and most of them aren't even heroes. It's John Economos, Amelia Harcourt, Adebayo, like it's all these characters that he gets to shape them out and stuff, you know, and it works here. Do I think that, like I said this the other day, I don't want to see Superman cameo in the Peacemaker show. Superman was a family-friendly, very inviting film for all audiences. You should not put that character in this television show in any dynamic.
Nope,
that's not fair to the DCU fans you just made, who this isn't appropriate.
Yeah, I thought it was smart to put like Hot Girl and Guy Gardner in it because their attitude kind of fits into that.
Yeah. Yeah, and kind of like how Peacemaker appeared in Superman as a quick comic relief moment. That's true to Peacemaker, but Superman, that's this world. They need to live in the same world, but you can't. You gotta be careful with how much you burn all these characters sharing space.
Well, it's literally.
I agree.
They don't have to share screen time to be in the same world.
Exactly.
And you know,
I agree with you on that.
Here's the kind of character that he can have, like you said. He's a Charlton character originally, so they can have fun with him. It doesn't have to be like you're not going to have if it was Batman or something. You can have Peacemaker, just you can have them do. All right, well, whatever. It's damn internet.
No, you're right.
You can't have Batman do certain things, but you can have Peacemaker do whatever the hell he wanted.
That was one of the critiques with Superman. Superman has an identity. There's certain character aspects that no matter who takes up this character and writes a movie or a book, you have to represent him this specific way. There's wiggle room, but not as much. With a character like Peacemaker that nobody in a million years would ever think to care to bring this character to screen, but James Gunn did. That gives him a lot more free range to mold this character the way he wants to. Just like with Bloodsport, you notice how, like, if you watch the Suicide Squad that was an ensemble film, Captain Boomerang, though not in it for long, he acted like Digger Harkness. Harley Quinn, who's in it the whole time, acts just like Harley Quinn. Rick Flag.
Exactly.
But the other characters that don't have this, like the general audience don't have a clue who they are, he molded them for the movie the way he wanted to, and it worked. So like that's why I think Peacemaker's the way to go. That's why I'm hoping that in these last 3 episodes, these big secrets he's keeping are just more Charlton characters. Bring in the question. Ultimately, I want to see Blue Beetle or Captain Atom brought in. We need.
I would die to see the question, man. That would be hilarious.
But we need Blue Beetle. Like we need Ted Kord because we know that the Blue Beetle, they're going to continue that movie in an animated series.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, Ted Kord was revealed to be alive, and he's a Charlton character, Ted Kord. So why don't we just spring him in here? Like this is where you can spring him, and that can kick some audience views back to Blue Beetle that could use it. That was a good movie. Blue Beetle was a really good movie. It was fun. It was funny. It had a ton of heart. The special effects were great in it. Damn good movie.
And we might have the possibility of Booster Gold showing up at some point.
All the more reason we need Ted Kord to get here before the Booster Gold movie or TV show. That's confirmed that they're doing a Booster Gold project. And how are you going to do a Booster Gold anything without Ted Kord? That doesn't even make sense.
Hey, Will, are you there?
You can't have the buddy cop show without the blue and the gold.
Blue and gold, that's right.
But I'm really excited about Lanterns. When is that? Is it coming out soon?
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing. I'm so looking forward to Aaron Pierre's John.
Hi, Cookie Lady. Sorry. Hi, Cookie Lady.
Yeah, I'm excited about seeing that. And I don't know. I think it's like
premieres now.
I like how they kind of done like what they did at the end of season 1 of Peacemaker. Of course, they didn't know what was going to come at that time with the DCU, so they still had like Jason Momoa and what's his name from Flash,
Ezra Miller, who both of them had movies coming. Those are the two that had the upcoming movies. That was smart.
And but they switched it up, which I thought was a good idea because now it shows all the guys, the Justice Gang and Superman in the background.
And spotlighted, like you pointed out, Hawk Girl and Guy Gardner, who fit this dynamic.
Yeah.
Is Mr. I haven't watched it. Is Mr. Terrific in it or no?
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Oh, then I won't spoil it.
Season 1. Okay.
He's not in it, but I won't spoil it. But he's in it.
I liked Mr. Terrific.
And also, like the end of season 1, it's like, okay, he saved the day, but did he? Because then he's like, did I just doom the earth by doing this?
Yeah, that was a great conversation he had. And that's, dude, I've talked about it before, but like I think the social commentary of season 1 is so well done that it goes over so many people's head, because the whole season 1 is about Christopher Smith trying to find who he is. You know, the event with him and Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad broke him.
It
kind of broke him. So
dude, it's still in his head, obviously.
The whole thing is his whole character motivation is driven by that. Like, he feels like he did the right thing because he's been told his whole life that's the right thing to do, but he's been told it by this insane fanatical father of his. And if you look on like what extreme end of the political spectrum that ideology falls on, you have that aspect tearing at him and pulling at him and influencing him and guilting him. And then you look at your other villains of the show, it's the butterflies. And at the end, when she brings him in and she like Goff, the head butterfly, is talking to him and goes through the whole diatribe of what they're doing and why they're doing it. It's literally the exact opposite political end of the spectrum about like people are denying science and the planet's changing and we know what's good for you and we're going to save you whether you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. And then what does he do? He's activate human torpedo, all of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, talk about like great political, social narrative.
Do we have the independence, or do we have, the peaceful compliance?
But he gave it to both of them. You know, he took out his dad, he took out Goth, and he was like straight down the middle. If you look at what's happened to James Gunn in his career and his life, where he got canceled and all this by the extremes, it was such smart like social narrative, and it wasn't like beat over your head. You're like all the extremes were represented, and you can take them how you will. There's some truth in all of it, and there's a lot of falsehoods in all of it. You know, it was just so well done.
And also, like the Peacemaker, like he always puts up this front like he's all right, but like he's always thinking about what happened to his brother. And his father was such a toxic, awful person that he twisted around and made it look like it's his fault that his brother died when his brother wouldn't have died if they hadn't had them fighting each other in a pit.
You killed your brother, you piece of shit. That scene when he's in his trailer drinking and House of Pain is playing, like, breaks for him. Was it Run Pussycat Dolls? Who sings that?
Pussycat.
Faster Pussycat. Dude, that song is so good, but that scene is so well represented in the build up to it. Like that's his break. That's like where he just completely breaks in the show. Like it's over. But, this guy's.
The same token, what I love about the new room when he goes into the other world Chris's bedroom, it's got Hanoi rocks, but rocks is spelled wrong.
Yeah, and pour some honey on me instead of
pour some honey on me.
Yeah. And Scorpions is
you're in a different world.
Scorpions is spelled with a Z.
Yeah.
To talk about what you talk about that haunting him about Rick Flag is also because he, in his mind, he fantasized about being like Rick Flag.
Yeah.
He's like, I killed an American hero.
Because he said it to Rick. He said, I can't let you do that, Colonel. Like, he's like, I'm here. Like, I'm here to blah, 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 peace. And even if it means killing an American hero like yourself. Like, he knew what he was doing. He knew who he was, and he thought he was doing the right thing until the second he did it. And the second that he did it, and Flag looks at him in his face and says, Peacemaker, what a fucking joke. Like that embedded in him, dude.
Yeah.
I want Rick Flag back fucking bad.
That is actually the best callback of that second episode or whatever.
Yeah.
When he sees that, I was like, you know what? That's the best callback to that.
Yeah.
Where'd Jeff go? Oh no,
Jeff's here. Will has trouble. He's on that phone. Sometimes it kicks it. It's real tricky when you're doing a stream with a phone. You push the wrong button, or you're too close to that one button that says exit. You're gone. It's just going to send you right out. But yeah,
I think the only time I tried to do this on my phone, I regretted it because I'm kind of a moron and I kind of do things wrong anyway. So,
and to me, like the two takeaways from episode 2 to be your Tim Meadows and his uncomfortable nicknames for people. And
Jesus Christ, it was hilarious.
Titties.
Yeah, keep at it. You'll get demoted. PewDiePie or Cutie Pie.
And you still call them that when they're like, I'll get their ass kicked. Titties. watch out.
Yeah.
And then like the part where Eagly, after he just demolishes this team trying to go for a sneak peek, and he just struts back in the house like, yep, I just whipped your ass. So I want to see more Eagly, definitely. And like they added his character, he's an eagle, and I know it's probably, I'm sure it's CGI, but like the part where in season 1 where the Eagly gives him a big hug with his wings open like that, and then the what's her name sees it, she's like, oh shit, she takes a picture of it. Yeah, Tim Meadows is just like, he gives him all. He goes, what do you call that one guy? He goes, he called him something first, and then the guy said, I don't like that. He goes, okay, but I'm calling you Cupid doll now. It's going to get worse after that.
Yeah, keep at it. You'll get demoted again.
Oh man.
Yeah, there wasn't no stopping that one. That was hilarious. I can't wait.
We got to see more of him, even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the next one, because he's still calling people names.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm surprised that Eagly let him live.
Well,
yeah,
and so, when I knew it was coming, but when Eagly pulled that guy's eyeball out and they showed all that,
I'll be back.
I was like, that is friggin' awesome. I get it, but that lets me know this is still a rated R show.
Yes.
I'm only on episode 2 of the first season, and I'm hearing some wild shit that's coming up.
Oh, you gotta ignore us.
Oh, no.
It was the full-on orgy in episode 1 that let me know it was an R-rated show. Then he take the duck attack.
He hooks up with that girl that looks like she come out of the 1980s. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, the wolf push. Yeah.
I was watching that, and Mom's like, "Oh, what are you watching?" And then all of a sudden, that scene comes on, and I'm like,
"Oh no, dude!"
No. She was actually into it until like that part,
Oh,
she was actually watching it until that part, and then like,
yeah,
she goes, "Oh, this looks cool." She goes, "I like John Cena." And she's like, "Oh crap, what's this?"
Yeah.
This took a turn.
Even as a grown person, you don't want to see that in the same room as your parents.
No.
No, I made the mistake of trying to watch Euphoria one time, and she was in the house.
Can't do it.
And then I quit watching anyway because it kind of made me uncomfortable seeing teenagers in those situations when I'm not a teenager anymore.
No, it's not. Dude, you know what it got me? Like, I love good performances. I love good storytelling. It's got all that, but it's honestly too realistic in a sense of like just
much for even me.
It's a heavy, like if you age them up to college level, it changes nothing for me about how difficult that is.
Yeah.
There's not many shows that are legitimately difficult for me to watch because it's easy just to separate. Like this isn't real. It's just, even though it might be talking about real events based on real, all that, it's still pretty easy to separate. It's not easy with that show for me for some reason. It's just, it's
never
tough.
watched it. So
there's a movie with Rosario Dawson that was like her first movie she did with Chloe Sevigny in the 90s called Kids. That one's fucking tough to watch too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
kind of nauseating.
I felt like I was watching like something I shouldn't be watching, even as a younger person. Like I was.
Well, you probably shouldn't have been
18 years old when I watched it. So,
well,
still,
yeah,
just broken human beings.
Yeah.
Right. I joke about how they approach some things, but like in that show, like with the orgy and stuff, I was literally like, that was unexpected, completely unexpected. The minute it came on.
Yeah,
and I think right before that, me and Matt were on together, and we were talking, and I told him I hadn't seen it, so he goes, "I'm not going to spoil anything for you." And then I watched the first 2 episodes back to back, and I was like, "Holy shit!
Holy Santa Claus shit!"
They don't hold back, and like in the they got a companion podcast that James Gunn does with his wife, who's on the show, and the guy that plays Economos,
Steve G.
Yeah, Steve G. I forget their name. I'm bad with names. But anyway, and they're talking about that scene, and he's like, he says, we've come to find out when you do something like that, you have to hire a very specialized kind of like extras and actors to do that because there's certain people that won't do it, and you have to pay them a certain amount. And he says, it's a lot harder to put together an orgy than you think it is.
There's a really funny movie. This is off and on topic, but it's called Good Old Fashioned Orgy, and the name is more provocative than the movie is.
Yeah.
It stars Jason Sudeikis, Lake Bella's in it, and it's one of those movies that got put on a shelf for years. But it's about a group of friends that get together at like, and obviously you can tell their age. They're all like in their early 40s when this came out, I think. But they all get together at the lake house and they throw a big summer bash. And it's like a group of like 5. Nick Kroll's in it, 5, 6 friends. And like they throw a white trash bash and it's all themed. And they throw this theme every year, that theme. Well, Jason Sudeikis' dad is selling the lake house. So they want to have one final one. And instead of doing a big blowout, they decide like, let's just do an orgy. But it's like the journey of them getting to that point and stuff. It's so fucking funny, dude. What's his name? Like Tyler Labine or something like that. He was in Tucker and Dale versus Evil, the heavier set dude. But God,
oh yeah, I know the one that kind of looks like JD Vance a little bit.
Yes, dude. He is so funny, dude. He is so fun. But the movie is absolutely hilarious. You'll laugh from start to finish.
Hey, Mom.
Now I want to watch that.
Everybody say hello to Mom.
Hey, Mom. How's your wrist?
How are you all doing?
Well, know how your wrist. Well, her foot's still bothering her now. She's got a
Sprained ankle.
She sprained her ankle, and she's still trying to walk. And I told her to take it easy, but you know.
How about your clothes to fold?
Well, don't listen to Matt. Just walk on your good foot.
Yeah.
And my bad foot.
You let her know, Matt, that I'm still buying covers for her to fill in. So.
Yeah, he's still buying stuff for quitting this. He wants you to.
Well, I look forward to doing it when I get my house put together.
When we get everything put together, she's going to finish the one for Under the Cow, and the other one finish up the one for Robert.
And then I'm going to send her one eventually. Remember, Matt?
She's booked up.
Yeah. She's got some work coming her way.
I won't send her anything until you tell me to go, Matt.
Okay. Well, she's still like we're kind of behind because I got to send some stuff to like Kirby and then Robert, but we'll work it out. And
no worries. No worries. We're all
Matt, just message me too.
She's looking forward to doing it. I even got some blanks for her. I'm gonna remember the Harley Quinn one I showed you she did?
Yeah.
I'm donating it to Comics Curing Cancer. I think somebody will bid on it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Be pretty good.
Yeah, Matt, I'm definitely gonna be submitting something to you to get her to do.
Oh, well, that's good. I got a Transformers one for her to. Here, let's see what you got here, Mark.
That's the cast. You should recognize the bunch. Like Martin Starr's there, Lake Bell,
Nick Kroll,
yeah.
Tyler Labine.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, and that one girl was on Saturday Night Live. The one that's next
what's the cast of?
Tyler.
A good old fashioned orgy.
Yeah, it's freaking hilarious, dude.
Matt? Did you see?
I'll watch it when I'm not.
Oh, so it's like I think they're all like. I think I've seen the trailer. They're all like people in their 40s having a midlife crisis.
Yeah,
some of them are.
Bunch of professionals down the road in marriage trying to see if there's any more spice to life.
Most of them are. All of them are like single, except for there's like one that's a couple that aren't married.
Did you see
It doesn't get too weird in that sense, if it makes sense.
Matt, did you see they're making a Supernatural comic coming out in a few months?
Clayton Crane is doing a cover.
Yeah, I heard about. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah,
all 10 Superman movies.
Yeah, for only $10, so you get 7 movies, both versions of Superman 1, both versions of Superman 2.
It's not a bad deal.
It's an amazing deal. And it's got the Christopher Reeve story that recently came out, which everyone should watch. No, I already got it. I redeemed it.
It was such a.
You get this week's DC Comics.
It was so emotional, that movie. Oh my god, I had to take breaks watching that documentary, Mark, because it was very emotional.
It was. It's a deal that's inside the front page of this week's DCs. You scan the QR code, but I know everyone don't get them, so just go to my IG page. I took a clear photo shot of the QR code and stuff. I highly recommend redeeming it because the Christopher Reeve documentary is new, and to get that alone for $10 is a good deal. But to get all the other ones with it's amazing. And I just got that Steelbook box set, and I'm like, well, I can redeem these digital codes and that box set complete. Yeah, man, I went and saw that in the theater, me and the wife. I cried like a baby, and then I bought tickets for my mom and her best friend, and they went because it showed on a Wednesday and on a Friday. I went on the Wednesday and sent them on a Friday. But it is tough. But I like the fact that they don't just beat you down with sorrow. They kind of it leaves you very hopeful.
No, they didn't. And you know what though? The thing is that what's really striking about it is he never gave up hope.
Ever.
And even though, and you know that you think about that family, what those kids went through though. They lost their father. First, they lost him as where he could actually do what he used to do with them, and he has that horrible handicap they had to overcome, or the injury. And then after he passed away, their mother. His mother
it was
gets
crazy
cancer.
how fast that happened.
It's just,
but think about the role model that he left. What did he teach his kids by how he dealt with his situation?
All three
exactly.
of them.
Exactly.
He taught them.
It's just
doesn't
amazing.
matter what life does to you. You get up and you keep going.
Yep. What was it, Mark? Did your daughter say how her first week of college went? Have you talked to her?
Yeah, it was good.
I also recommend this documentary that I watched last night about Mike Mignola. It's called Drawing Monsters. It is free on YouTube. So if you get a chance, check it out.
Yeah, Quentin and I are making a documentary, right, Quentin?
What are we doing?
We're doing
What are we doing it on?
magic. We're doing movie magic, baby.
Whatever you want to do it on, I'm in.
I'm making a documentary about that chair.
No, you're not.
Oh shit! That chair has seen some shit now.
Yeah, it has. This chair has been abused, reused, and abused and reused.
That chair has seen some shit.
That chair needs to sit in a therapy chair.
Yes, it does.
Hey, Mark, this is one of my favorite clips from season 1 because poor old Adrian Chase, he wanted to use that chainsaw so bad. He just
Good game. Yeah. I mean, it would have been a lot cooler if Economos came in and he was like, hey, and then he tossed me the chainsaw across the room. And I'm like, solid toss, bro. And then I killed a gorilla.
John Cena's like, wait, what the hell, dude?
So the only thing that yet again, they could have named the character anything, and I don't care because I separate all those things. But Adrian Chase was a judge.
Was he a judge or was he a district attorney?
He became a judge. That's why So in the middle of the original series, he's a DA.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there murdering guys that get away with shit, and then he quits. He quits his job.
Because he doesn't see justice being an option. He blows his own head off.
Well, he quits being the vigilante, and he becomes a judge, and his bailiff becomes the vigilante. And so if you read the first vigilante run, that ends with him. The bailiff gets killed. There's a third person involved, and then Adrian Chase becomes the vigilante again. And at the end of it, he sees that they're not making. Yeah, he becomes despondent and does himself in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I like the direction they went with it better.
Yeah,
the show because of that ultimate trajectory of that character. And I was kind of sad too with DC doing the new history of the DC Universe books right now. In current DC, they had the opportunity to bring Adrian Chase back, but he's still dead.
Yeah. Well, still, in this regard, this vigilante character is comic relief. I mean, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's also a badass too. That helps.
Well, yeah. Adrian Chase was a badass too, but.
And he's got a little take. He's a little bit on the spectrum.
So Adrian Chase
is the spectrum, isn't he?
Adrian Chase didn't win the fight, but Adrian Chase beat up Cyborg. So
the way he talks to his boss at the first episode, was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there are times out there when like a retooling of a character definitely helps. And there's times out there where there's some characters that don't have room for retooling. They've been around so long, they're tried, tested, and true. Vigilante was not one of those characters. Of course, every character has fans. Every single character out there has. Kamala Khan has fans. There's like 3 of them. They're on the internet. They're somewhere. but no one gives a shit about that character. You can completely redesign everything about that character and its power set and all that stuff, and no one gives a shit because there's no one that actually likes the character. Of course, exceptions make the rule. There's 3 fans. But you can turn Kamala Khan into Marvel's Green Lantern. Instead of a ring, put a bracelet on her and let her build constructs out of light. And no one's the wiser because no one gave a shit. You can take Vigilante and you'll have a few fans out there that remember him in high regard, and then you can redo it. Now he has
there's me
ton of fans
that I was a fan of the old guy. I'm a fan of the new guy. I'm okay with it. I don't give
Yeah,
a shit.
I've got
Make it good.
Vigilantes
My rule
in the
is
press
I don't care how
lab.
you fuck it up. Make it good.
Let's see.
The Avengers, they did that in the Avengers. You know, like I mean, they did it with some characters they could do it with, like like the Black Widow and Hawkeye. They kind of rewrote their backstories a lot because they were dated in the comics, if I remember correctly.
I still want to know what happened in Budapest.
I know. I want a movie about what happened in Budapest. They should have made a. They've left a lot of money on the table not making a movie about what happened in Budapest.
They did miss an opportunity by mentioning something more than once and then never show it.
And never really do anything with it. Yeah.
We could get him in the show. Like, we don't even need him as Thunderbolt. Just bring Peter Cannon in, just casually.
Pete Cannon. I knew it when you held it up. I've got that cover somewhere. There's the other end of that deal, basically. There's an opportunity as James Gunn's world goes to introduce all those guys. But what I like is,
Wait.
Yeah.
There we go. First Nightshade.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Punch and Julie. Remember them?
Yeah.
You know who would be? You know who I think would be a good Captain Atom? Alan Rixton. I probably butchered his name, but I think he'd be a good Captain Atom.
James Gunn had made the statement where he said, you know, there are 3 things we never need to see on camera again, and that is the death of Bruce Wayne's parents, the spider biting Peter Parker, and Clark Kent being found by the Kents.
Yeah, it's just been talked about. You know, we've seen it in movies, and cartoons so many times.
I don't believe James Gunn in that aspect.
There you go.
Got the Perez label on there.
Oh,
I sent this in to get Perez to sign it during that when he was trying to do his little farewell tour.
Yeah.
And he wasn't able to fulfill the.
I got my books back from that.
But I opted to get the label still since the money went toward the estate. Yeah.
I wanted to get one of those slabs. I thought it was really cool.
So when I still lived down there, brother, I stayed at Hilton Head a bunch, and him and his family were at Hilton Head.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a bunch of George Perez autographs.
Yeah, I got it. I got a bunch. I've met him numerous times over the years.
Well, I mean, if they're always in the area, you can always find them because there's an opportunity for them to make money.
My mom loved George Perez's wife and the fact that she made his shirts for him and stuff.
Yeah.
And that George would sit behind the booths and like take his shoes off and just chill. And my mom like went to a bunch of shows and did a bunch of stuff with my dad over the years because he's been in the hobby like forever, And George Perez was one of my mom's favorites because of the whole story of his wife making the shirts. It's the little things.
Yeah.
That's
and you hear a lot of fans that actually I didn't get the pleasure of meeting, unfortunately, but that talk about how they had these great interactions with him at cons. And he's always very gracious to his fans. I thought that.
Oh yeah.
He was on. I remember him being on Comic Book Man one time, and he drew one of the guys something because he was his favorite artist.
You know what's cool is this guy. I didn't get his autograph at Heroes, and next year I will if he's there. On the last day, I talked to Tim Seeley for 30 minutes because there was no one at his booth.
I'm not a fan.
Of Seeley, I'm okay with Seeley.
I don't have any problem against him as a human being. I'm just not a fan of his writing.
Look, Elvira Salt and Pepper Shakers.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Here you go, Quentin. Here's one you might not see people share often.
Where did that
Hold
come
on,
from?
Mark. I got to get you over to the
Mark has some
Charlton Space Adventures. Those are hard to come by. Is that the first appearance? Yeah.
Sure, it is.
First appearance
I think I have. So I have a short list. That's one of the. Yes.
Yeah, these don't pop up often at all.
No, I have that on my short list.
Yeah, I was after this one for years, and I have this thing about not overpaying for anything. You can ask some of these guys have seen me in person at shows. I don't overpay for anything.
No.
And this is not a cheap book. Like if it comes up for like what people would even consider semi-affordable, it gets scooped up fast. And God, I have to go back and look, but I got this thing for like a quarter of the fair market value of it. It was insane. I thought it was a scam. Like I did a whole video. Like I thought it was going to be a scammer on eBay, but I'm like, you know what? Screw it. eBay has like 100% buyer protection. I'll risk it. And sure enough, it came through. I'm like, that's crazy.
Mark, I was telling Matt about our guy DJ in the news. We found out earlier.
I found that out about a month ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not surprised you found out sooner. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I know how excited he is, so I'm excited for him.
Yep, same. I can't wait till my little nephew's born and I'll meet him next year. I'm going to be a fun uncle when I meet that kid.
You don't get to be the fun Uncle Will. You're going to have to instill some values in that young man.
Nah, maybe just a few.
Oh, I'm trying to. I have too many space adventures on my short list. I can't even find it. But yeah, that was one that was on there.
Oh man,
love it.
Yeah, I don't know how long I have that book. It's relatively recent, just probably about a year or so. I'm still excited about that one.
Yes, dude, that's one that. Yet again, that whole Charlton Space Adventures, like up until they became reprints, but that's after the fact.
Yeah.
That whole thing, every one of those covers is awesome. Where the hell is that? So it's like, yeah, I don't even.
One that I need to add is Sarge Steele #1. I don't have Sarge Steele's first appearance yet.
I remember they had him on that. What was that show? I can't remember the name of it. The one where they travel through time.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of a cool show. It had its moments. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end it. If it's okay with you guys.
Well, you ain't hurting our feelings.
not my show.
It's been 3 hours, so. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for showing up and everybody in the chat that showed up and was here, and all my new channel members and the ones I've already had. We got like 10 more today, Bruce.
Yeah, you'll have to add some to the list.
Yeah, I got to add some to the list tonight. Well, in the morning or tonight.
They're only a month, so who knows?
Well, I can always take them away. That's the beauty of having Canva.com. You can add and delete.
Time to go watch Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you said you started season 1, Jeff?
Yeah. Yep. Episode 1 and 2. So I'm not that far in yet.
You got
the way the show opens with just him going back and forth with the janitor at the hospital is freaking hilarious.
Yep.
It goes.
Yeah, the whole tone of it kind of threw me off. I'm like, whoa, not your ordinary superhero.
You get to watch it all over. Like,
it's all brand new to me.
Yeah. Well, anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope everybody had a good Labor Day, and we're out. Jeff left early.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod!
Hoochie Boochies.